You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? In perhaps the 4th round on? ThaBoxingvoice.com. So you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and you're taking those punches.
Quality Beyonce Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
It's the champ. Podcast Kings are in the building. Today is your Wednesday, dubbing as your Thursday Thanksgiving special. This is TBV. We are back. So call in Vasyl Lomachenko versus Nicholas Walters. They're going to be throwing down. This is your preview and prediction show. Remember that number is 124. I said 124. That was by mistake. 1425 569-5241. And remember to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype if you want to call in, absolutely free. And internationally, I want to head on over, obviously, to my across the table from me. Let's introduce none other than the casual fan himself, Enrique Church. Enrique, what's going on?
Yo, you hear me now? Or do you hear me now? That's right. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Nicholas Walters. Who's going to have the Thanksgiving dessert? Put your predictions in, as Nestor said, 425-569-5241. And I hope you guys have a great time with us.
And because I'm going to be actually going to Florida, we're going to head on over to the state of Florida, the Sunshine State, for the Good Doctor. Hopefully me and the Good Doctor could link up this weekend. But none other than Boxing MD. Boxing MD, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, Ness? And I'm glad to see that we have 2 weekends in a row that we have excellent, pound for pound fights. So HBO, PBC has all these dates, and HBO still, with their limited, fight dates, delivers on Thanksgiving weekend. So.
Yeah, man, regardless of network, I'm happy about this one. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Nicholas Walters. Obviously, it's a fight that a lot of fight fans have been wanting for some time. There was some stalled negotiations at first. Obviously, Walters wanted a little bit more money. Lomachenko's so confident he was willing to give up a certain percentage of his purse for the winner, right? MD, isn't that something that was going around a couple months ago?
I'm not sure of the exact matchup, but it seems like all this shit doesn't matter. It's, they both are fighting. It's interesting to, as stated before, Walters is a 5-1 underdog, which perplexes a lot of fans. And I've also seen pictures of Walters being overweight, not that far out. So we'll see how this fight ends out. But, it's again, this is like a puncher versus a boxer again.
Yeah, so casual. Nicholas Walters, many call him the puncher. Lomachenko, the technical fighter. We kind of seen this matchup, Kovalev Ward, last week, as MD mentioned, but is Walters a different sort of crusher than the actual Kovalev, the crusher?
Well, to me, in my eyes, I vaguely have... I barely know both of them, but I do know that the crusher, the Axeman on this hand, did axe up Nonito Donaire, who was like the flashy, fast Filipino, right? And technical as well, or is he something else?
Well, he was flashy for sure, right, MD? I mean, we have to agree he was flashy based on the left hook, no?
Flashy speed, MD.
You talking about Walters?
No, Lomachenko.
No, well, weren't you talking about Nonito?
Nonito, I'm sorry. I was introduced to Axeman by way of Nonito Donaire.
Exactly.
Right. So my question is, isn't he a technical flashy fighter, or is that wrong? Like,
well, I think when he fought Donaire is more of his size and his power that kind of wore down Nonito Donaire, because I think Nonito had earlier in the fight landed some good clean shots and showed that he was obviously, maybe he had faster hands, but Walters is not going to have that size advantage over Lomachenko, who's, probably about the same height, right?
Right.
But like, I don't think also Walters doesn't necessarily bring the dirty, rough, I guess some people call it inside fighting. I, at least for Salido, call it dirty to the game. So I don't see him being able to use that against Lomachenko.
Right. Well, I think power here plays a part, like in every fight. And if you get to land one of those power shots, Lomachenko will be fighting different. Now, only thing I know of Lomachenko, introduced to him by Gary Russell on that win, and yeah, I don't know much of him, but I'm just surprised that this guy with 6 fights tested himself and made it to this point. So I don't know, man. I think the Axeman's power, I don't know, man. It's a test, man. I haven't chosen who. I barely know them.
Yeah, no, but Ness, have you ever seen Vasyl Lomachenko injured? Even in Salido fight, or hurt, not injured, taking punches badly. Because even in the Salido fight where he was getting roughed up, it wasn't like he seemed stunned on his feet. I think he takes punches very well.
Yeah, because he's never really truly taken punches flush unless you're hitting him to the body. He usually rolls his shots pretty well. And with Walters, we can't get, overly excited about his power, because at the end of the day, it was Nonito Donaire that he scored a knockout on. When it was with Jason Sosa, that fight went to a draw, even though many thought that Nicholas deserved the win. That being said, the power wasn't really that evident in the fight. So I don't know, man. All I know is that Nicholas Walters, when he was on our show not too long ago, he seemed to express some sort of frustrations, as if he didn't like the way that he was being counted out.
Well, I mean, if you're challenging the champion and you're a 5-1 underdog, I guess he sees it that not that many people think he has a competitive chance, which from, I feel bad for him, I guess, but I do see it that being that difference of competitiveness, just because I just see an extremely different technical level of boxing versus, one versus the other, that I think that when Nicholas Walters engages, he's much wider with his punches, in which Lomachenko uses the angles and the clean, get out techniques that I think it's going to be not that hard to hit him.
So what exactly, for those that don't know Lomachenko and they're similar to casual fan, and they're like, yo, but this guy's only got 6 fights. Nicholas Walters knocked down Nonito Donaire. I know who Nonito Donaire is. I've seen Salido before. Fuck, Lomachenko lost to Salido. Why is MD picking Vasyl Lomachenko? Why is the world picking this guy with 6 or 7 fights? Explain it.
Because how he's looked, even like, you have to watch the Salido fight again, get context where he is, right? It's his 3rd fight, 2nd fight actually, right? Yes, am I correct?
Who's 2nd fight?
Lomachenko's.
After the Salido loss?
No, it was the Salido was his 2nd fight.
Yes, his second. That was his second
fight
when he
he lost not from a being outclassed or out techniqued. He was roughed up and he wasn't able to handle that in the beginning of the fight. And ever since then, he's shown to really that not bother him, or he hasn't faced another fighter like Salido. And in his fight since then, especially against Gary Russell, he's shown extremely elite talent and skill, including power.
Well,
but like Ness, even in the Salido fight, he dropped him late and hurt him late.
Walters and Sosa, and he's obviously working well on the inside, and on the inside, that's where Salido gave Lomachenko problems. That's where I'm fearful that maybe Walters has more of a shot than the experts are giving him a chance. He uses his forearm and, the uppercut, the way that he digs to the body. And we all know that Lomachenko, you and I watched that fight most recently for all our Patreon listeners on Patreon. And we seen that Lomachenko doesn't like it to the body, man. He starts to back up. He doesn't really know what to do when you're bringing the fight to him. And I'm wondering if Walters was intelligent enough to watch this tape.
But Ness, who does? Like, who likes it to the body and who likes it to the fucking groin? That's where Salido was punching him. So, of course, he's going to show, signs of uncomfort, being uncomfortable. But, like the difference between someone like Sergey Kovalev and Nicholas Walters is how they throw their punches. Kovalev is obviously a power puncher, but he's a much more technical boxer puncher in his delivery. So it's much harder for a I guess, a technical fighter to get inside at that range, where Nicholas Walters is wide. You feel me on that, Ness? Or
I feel you on that, but you just said who likes to get hit in the body. Well, right here, Jason Sosa versus Nicholas Walter digging in the body. What happens then if he doesn't like to get hit in the body? How does he defend his body? You know, how are you giving him the higher edge?
but can you clarify what you mean?
Just said nobody likes to get hit in the body. No one likes to get hit in the groin. Groin is illegal. The body is legal. Nicholas Walter just showed on his highlight reel that he's working the body, really, beating the body. So I'm just saying, like, what if that happens tomorrow on Saturday night?
I mean, if he's able to impose the type of pressure on the inside that bothers Lomachenko, and then he can land his power shots upstairs, I think that's his best type of, his best way to win the fight, because I see that being his way to possibly offset a better boxer. And this is, the things that Lomachenko does is different than someone like we're comparing it to the last week's fight. It's much different than Andre Ward, where Lomachenko is not necessarily going to have to hold on the inside to land his shots off and get out. I think that he's able to find the range in the inside with the quick boxing, his quick hand speed and the skills, because I think there's a hand speed advantage there too for Lomachenko.
No, obviously Lomachenko is the faster guy. I mean, I think that the overwhelming public has decided that. But do you think he's the bigger man? I know that Walters is this. He's coming up to this division behind Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko was already in this division first, no?
No, Walters was in this division for a little while. In fact, he didn't even make weight against Mario Margarito. Am I correct?
Wasn't that 126 for Walters? Isn't this 130 now?
I think they might have moved up together then. So if you're talking about size advantage, I think that maybe Walters might be a little heavier the night of the fight, but I think frame-wise they're basically the same size.
Do you Enrique see both guys similar in body size?
I think Walters looks bigger to me, but then super welterweight. I mean, super what is it? Flyweight? What's that division called? Featherweight. So I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing a Lomachenko highlight right now against Gary Russell, and he is fast, but his defense doesn't look like it's there, man. So he got to have that part of it up. So maybe we'll see a lot of clinching.
And Ness, for all the people that are saying like, oh, like Lomachenko just didn't look good against Salido, how is he going to beat Walters? I mean, again, like fights in context in which they happen are important, because Ness, do you believe that Lomachenko has no chance to be great because of that performance?
Because of what performance? The Salido performance?
Yeah, that's how people are talking about Lomachenko to discredit him. They're just like, oh, he couldn't look good against Salido. Like, you have to understand context of that fight. It sounds kind of ignorant to say that, because Bernard Hopkins lost his second fucking fight. Am I correct with that? Or his first fight? And he's a legend, so it's ridiculous to think a fighter can never have an off night.
Nah, I mean, I'm realistic. I'm sure that Lomachenko can have an off night, but listen, Enrique, you remember Lomachenko most vividly from the
Gary Russell fight.
Does Gary Russell seem to be as strong, as big as Walters? Is there some comparison there? Do you think? I'm just, again, I'm going back to body size. I think that Walters is a lot bigger and stronger than
Lomachenko or Gary Russell,
or than both of at least our panelists are guessing, right? I just think that,
like, maybe you're thinking muscular. I don't think their frames, like, they're about the same height. Look at their arm length. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know where you're seeing this huge size advantage.
Well, 5'6" is Lomachenko in height, and his reach is he has a 65.5-inch reach. Nicholas Walters on the other side, he is where is that? He's 5'7", so he's an inch taller with a 73-inch reach.
I don't think Lomachenko's 5'6". Have you seen them standing next to each?
How about this, MD? Do you think that Nicholas Walters could have done what we see Lomachenko doing here to Roman Martinez?
It wouldn't look.
Martinez?
I don't think it looked the same way, but I think he'd beat him and knock him out. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm starting to feel like.
What is that?
You know,
what are you starting to feel?
I just feel like.
Yeah, but I think the way Lomachenko showed and knocked out Rocky Martinez was, I mean, extreme. Even though he was an overmatched opponent and a lot of nobody expected him to have a chance. I mean, the way that he knocked him out, he showed that he is able to read a fighter that doesn't have the elite, I guess, boxing skills, to mask what he was doing. It was precision. It wasn't power. And this is why, like, I don't know, like, I obviously we're going to pick the winners later, but I know this is not going to be the popular decision, but I'm picking Lomachenko to stop Walters because of that.
Do you know Lomachenko is 5'6" with a 65-inch reach, and he has to be really close to land his power punches.
And he has absolutely no problem with his lateral movement getting in the inside.
But he did have problems with lateral movement when he had a persistent fighter who was consistently throwing punches back. Salido.
So, but Salido wasn't his lateral movement that he had a problem with. Salido was roughing him up and putting the pressure on him. So the grabbing and the pressure got to him, right? So it wasn't him having a hard time not being able to hit him. Walters doesn't fight that way. I mean, Ness, can you find a fight where Walters was landing those type of body punches?
Jason Sosa fight, he seemed to be doing a good job digging to the body.
All right, well, Lomachenko is no Jason Sosa, and you know that. And I think that's going to be a much the fact that Jason Sosa, who takes clean punches, he's a good fighter. I'm not like trying to discredit him, but Lomachenko does not get hit that clean, and Jason Sosa was able to survive and, to be honest, not really get that hurt in that fight. So I don't see Lomachenko being worn down from Nicholas Walters' activity. I see, and also I don't know, like he doesn't seem this for some reason. This kind of seems like a cash out fight for Walters because Bob Arum's talking so highly of Lomachenko's career trajectory that I feel like they know what's going to happen. So I don't give Walters much of a chance because of that too.
Well, moving on to our second topic, obviously one that MD hasn't been able to touch on, but MD, we'll go to you first. What would you like to see Andre Ward do next? Is it an immediate rematch with Kovalev, or would you be okay with him somehow doing a unification with Adonis Stevenson to get all the belts?
I mean, considering me as well as a lot of the boxing community believe that Kovalev won the fight, of course, I don't want to see a rematch right away. But if somehow Adonis Stevenson was able to fight either Kovalev or Ward, obviously it'd be Ward because on paper they have Ward with all the belts. I'd have to be okay with that. But besides that, I don't really care about what's going. Those are the only two fights I care about because I don't think Andre Ward or Kovalev needs a fucking tune-up fight after that. I think that they should fight again, and they should, a clear, decisive winner should occur. It shouldn't happen in Oracle. It should happen in probably back in Vegas in a neutral site. Should be their next fight. Why waste our time? Well, like, do you guys have pay-per-view sales? Do you know if the numbers did well or no idea yet?
Not yet. Numbers come in this week, right?
Well, we're hoping, let's see. Are they going to release them?
No, they only release them for Golovkin because they try to, make a negative, it's a negative.
Really? HBO released it to make a negative, MD?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So, Enrique, how about you? Would you prefer to see Andre Ward take on a unification with Adonis Superman Stevens? Or would you rather see him go back and rematch Kovalev to end the controversy, quiet the naysayers, and undo this wrong?
Whichever way it goes, I want to see. I want to see Adonis Stevenson fight someone finally. I want to see the rematch because now we can find out who Kovalev really is, if he's an adjuster or is he just this one facet, guy where he's just power and solid chin. But yeah.
And we could see if Andre Ward somehow goes to Sweden and gets some stem cells in that shoulder, because
Right.
that he's a one-arm fighter, and I was a hater for saying that.
Part is that he's a one-arm fighter, and Kovalev, who's supposed to be a crusher, didn't crush a grape.
Well,
yeah, but like I thought he won, and so did an overwhelming majority of the fans in the sport of boxing, as well as casual fans. So no, especially casual fans, and you guys joke about that, but when people tune into the fight or are casually watching the sport and go, he won
a robbery and a close fight.
Yeah, the difference between a robbery and a close fight is a robbery is that you physically could really see not that possible of a scenario in which one guy was and the other guy unanimously wins the other one. That's a robbery.
And yesterday, what we had was a lot of people split on certain rounds.
Yeah, the fact that you guys were split on round 3 was a joke. I don't because
you guys. When you say you guys, you mean callers, right? Because no one on this panel gave round 3 to Ward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, callers, sure, or Max Kellerman or anybody else who gave round 3. Polly. I think a lot of the issue with the fight and how you guys scored it was that you went with the narrative in which, oh man, the momentum's changing, and your emotion gets into the fight where you guys are analyzing the rounds based on how it's shifting. Like Andre Ward did not do a whole lot in a lot of those rounds that you guys gave it to him. So the fact that round 10 is under dispute is a fucking joke.
I gave him round 10.
No, I know, but it is amongst people who scored it for Ward. It just shows that you guys, you when you watch the fight, like I said, the atmosphere in the arena was like, oh man, he lost this fight. And then when he won the fight, you guys were like, oh shit, he pulled it out. He pulled it out.
You guys, when
I saw the reaction video. That was you guys. So
he said he gave round 10. I know I gave Kovalev round 10. I mean, who are you talking to? Are you talking in general or are you talking to us?
Okay. How about none of the 3 judges that decided not to give him round 10? None of them gave it to him.
Did they show that scorecard?
I don't know, but I've heard that. I mean, look.
No, that's a fact. You could look it up, Nestor. It's
have the image of the scorecard.
No, I've seen it before. And if we had the producer, I could bring it up for you guys that all 3 judges had round 10 for Andre Ward, which I'm not saying it's fixed. I'm saying that something happened in how they
I don't know why you're insinuating that these judges were somehow incompetent when
incompetent. Yeah, fuck yeah, it's lazy. How do you not give round 10? How do you not give round 10 to Kovalev?
And I don't recall anyone saying that these judges have ever been in question. In fact, Harold Letterman before the fight, I'm very sure Harold Letterman before the fight went into how good their resumes were in terms of being judges, how they qualified to be good judges.
But how do you score round 10 for Ward? I just don't see it. Like, what did he do in that round to win it? How do you score boxing? It just makes no sense. And the fact that none of those judges had it for Kovalev is just, like I said, it's they were in the moment of momentum changing, and like maybe I guess the fact that more people there were cheering every single time Andre Ward landed a jab.
No.
Tell us why you mad, MD. Tell us why you mad.
Listen.
How funny was it when Andre Ward was trying to do a bolo punch and then he got hit, jabbed in the head, and his ego is so fucking big that he continued doing the bolo punch and be like, yo, I'm gonna finish the bolo. Like he's a joke. Slickest boxer on earth.
Let's not forget before he got caught with the jab when he was windmilling. It was a windmill punch. Before that, he did land one. That's why he tried it twice.
Hey, I want to bring something up.
He also tried the Black Power salute and he got jabbed too.
Listen, MD, Judge Glenn Throwbridge gave round 3 to Andre Ward. What's my point is that people see things different. Who
gave round 10 to him? Do you have the scorecards? None of them gave him round 10.
All of them gave round 10 to Andre Ward.
Yeah, which is weird. Does that not seem weird? Because
another judge gave round 12. Bert Clemens, he gave round 12 to Kovalev.
Yeah, that was a lot of people had it for Kovalev.
Right. So
yeah.
I mean, these are actually different scores that added up to 114, 113. It just
Right, but that round 10 to me again, like I'll say,
so
it's
close of a match. It's not fixed, so I could see guys mad saying, "Oh, it's fixed," and then you say
it's not fixed, but like you also
It can't be fixed because there were not.
no. I'm not saying it's fixed. I've never said it's fixed.
See, round 10, he's saying, "Oh, how could all the judges give it to him?" But we had a bunch of callers that gave it to him too.
Yeah, but
that round can't be swung for the opponent.
Okay, but again, and I know this is Kathy Duva's fault, and I will say this again, just because it is like Kovalev's not American, he's Russian, and I know a lot of people believe that there's no favoritism towards Andre Ward because he's not a superstar. But let's face it, I mean, Andre Ward is the last gold medalist. We all, a lot of the American judges have some type of, positivity towards that, so they're more inclined to favor Andre Ward if it was some type of favoritism, right? The fact that Kovalev, who's Russian, is fighting in America, and all three judges were American, it is Kathy Duva's fault because I think the promoters have the ability to kind of get that taken care of. But there has to be some more neutrality because that seems, if you're Kovalev, you have the right to, of course, not be satisfied with that result, thinking you won the fight. I mean, Ness, how would you feel if Deontay Wilder went to Russia and all three judges were Russian? That's fucked up. They should be neutral.
Say that again, MD. I'm sorry.
How would you feel if
powwow here on how we're gonna double team you with a Sergey Kovalev quote that came out?
How would you feel if Deontay Wilder went to Russia to fight Povetkin and all three judges were Russian? It'd be bullshit. You'd want it to be neutral like I would. Of course.
Well, MD, first of all, I want to Bobby Tsunami real quick for pointing it out. Our reaction video, we're scoring it 114, 113 for Ward before the judges. So for you to say that
are you scoring it like you're in a group think emotional at the fight? I feel you. Your guy's coming back like, fuck yeah, dog. He could pull this. He's got to win 2 or 3 more rounds. Like, so in your mind, you're giving him those rounds because he's doing enough to make it look close competitively. Like, you could say I'm being biased too, but like that's what it looked like to me from the viewer's perspective. What you guys were doing.
But the same Kovalev bandwagon, right? Everybody who was rooting for Kovalev, don't you think that they're doing the same thing? They're looking at those rounds like, oh yeah, this is Kovalev round. Like Enrique was sitting behind Kovalev fans.
But there's not anything like, here's the thing. It's like you have to give Andre Ward those rounds. You have to score all the little bullshit things he was doing on the inside. And like, is that how you score fights?
You're saying that body work is bullshit.
No, there's a clear difference in which like the body work that he did, like against
his body work. His body work is what caused Kovalev to slow the fuck down and lose the fight
and win the 10th and probably win the 12th round.
Yeah, well, he lost the fight and he slowed down and his ribs look red.
Yeah, because the judges were lazy.
I found something where it says unearthed facet of his craft, mental fortitude that few athletes let alone boxer possesses. Kovalev and his promoter Kathy Duva went long into the night moaning about the mix of judges, the referee, some undisclosed issues Kovalev's had, and I didn't click into right now. But he is stating that he had mental issues.
So if you won the fight, first you said you won the fight, and you're being robbed.
You're gonna tell me when you look at that Andre Ward facial expression.
Let us talk. Thank you. If you win a fight and in your post-fight interview you say you were robbed because the judges are American, but then you continue to be interviewed and then you say, well, no, you had mental issues that caused issues during the fight.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't fight flawlessly. What's the problem with saying that?
Because if you're robbed, you're going to stick with the fact that you won the fight. You're not going to let the night set in and realize that you lost and then start saying that you had mental issues.
That's not true. Not everybody's as sociopathic as people like Andre Ward. He's just talking about, he could have been robbed and had mental lapses in the fight and fucked up and lost some rounds in the beginning of the fight. Do you even know what you're talking about? That makes no sense.
No, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like I know what I'm talking about. When I see Andre Ward,
don't throw a pie bet on this fight. Where's your pie?
Do I have a pie bet on this fight?
Where is your pie? Don't you owe a pie bet?
Listen, I will take a pie to the face. I do have a pie bet, right?
So where's your pie?
I don't have the
Oh,
But I will promise on the next show, I will have a pie bet thing set up right now, and I'll take a pot to the face because that's how the judges. 1 second, because that's how the judges scored the fight, and I will take it. So I promise you, not this show, but the next episode, I will get pied in the face for that. But I do go to sleep at night knowing that I predicted the fight exactly how it should have gone. I broke it down perfectly. That Andre Ward doesn't have a right hand. And at the end of the day, that the Andre Ward fans know that
I
their
don't
man
understand
lost
how
the
he
fight.
could be proud about that, Enrique. Why is he proud to say that Andre Ward has no right hand when Kovalev couldn't do nothing with a one-hand fighter?
I'm not a huge Kovalev fan like that. I'm just saying that Andre Ward is not a god like you guys think he is, and he's not the next Floyd Mayweather.
You got to take a pie to the face due to the man. Like, why would you think highly of a man who's making you take a pie to the face?
I mean, because I could take a pie to the face. I have no problem with that.
Well,
because,
listen, another topic that you might like, because I know how you feel about Gervonta Davis, the Floyd Mayweather.
He's his twink.
Quarterly protege.
He's Floyd Mayweather's little twink. Yeah, I get it.
His quarterly protege. Every quarter he has a new guy who he's calling the next one. And this time it's Gervonta Davis, Enrique. I don't know if you know Jose Pedraza. He's from your neck of the woods, Puerto Rico. Jose Pedraza is an IBF champion. He's fought Edna Cherry. He's beaten Stephen Smith. He's actually been putting in work. I can't even see or understand why they're putting Gervonta in the fight with Pedraza. Now, I could understand, MD, and correct me if I'm wrong. He did not look his best versus Edna Cherry. Are you thinking they're seeing that he is probably, I don't know, ripe for the taking?
I mean, put up or shut up time. And I guess Gervonta Davis, he seems confident. I don't mind a fighter taking this type of fight early. Taking losses shouldn't be the worst thing ever. And if he beats Jose Pedraza, he is not a prospect anymore. He is the birth of Tank, right? So I love it. I love seeing these guys face the guys early. What's his name? George Groves, for example, they fought James DeGale, their 10th fight? Am I right?
About their 10th. One was 10-0, and the other, I believe, was 11-0. Man, they had about 13,000 people in there.
Yeah. So, do you mind seeing guys, fight kind of early?
I don't mind seeing it fight early, but in a way, I'm thinking to myself, is Gervonta ready? Does he necessarily need to take a loss from Pedraza? And at the same time, what does it do for Pedraza that he's a champion fighting, a 16-0 fighter? Really, I mean. For Gervonta, it's all up from here, right? If he can pull away the win, well, then he looks good. But, if he loses, it's Mayweather Promotions is, they don't know how to promote. They're in their infancy. They're rushing their guys.
Yeah, but I think we should stop, I guess, looking in the perception, should he give up his O? But I guess after the fight, we could, of course, say that, let's just say he gets knocked out or he doesn't look great, that he was pushed too quickly. But let's keep it real. If he's not able to beat him, I don't think he's that level of fighter. So I think we should start looking at these things more positively. You talk about being negative in the sport. I don't give a fuck about his O. What I'm happy about is we see a competitive fight. Does that make sense?
All right. So now what is the indication that Gervonta Davis is ready for Pedraza and this is a competitive fight? There is none.
I guess I test, and
he's a protege of Mayweather, and because of that, we even know his name. If he wasn't signed to Mayweather or under the wing of Mayweather, would we even know this kid's name?
Maybe. I mean, I think he'd be a talented prospect in any JV. He looks like he has skills, right? You cannot deny that he looks like he has some type of talent.
This is Gervonta is the fighter who did not want to move to Las Vegas, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, I mean, I never seen him, so this topic is a little bit over my head.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
How about some
he's little. No, he's really small. What weight class does he fight in? He fights in.
It's 130.
130, yeah. He fights in the 130-pound division.
And Enrique, what you have to know is he was in negotiations with Jason Sosa and decided not to take on Jason Sosa. Now, Pedraza isn't a Jason Sosa type of puncher or Nicholas Walters Lomachenko type of puncher, which are all in this division. So that may mean that Gervonta and Floyd are saying to themselves, who's the weakest link in this division? Jose Pedraza.
And you believe that? Because I was just gonna ask, what is Jose
I
Pedraza's?
don't believe that. Pedraza has good wheels. He moves well. He throws a lot of punches. Does he have crazy power? Probably not, because he's not sitting down on his punches long enough. He's trying to move before you could hit him. Again, he didn't look good in the Edna Cherry fight, and I'm, I guess I am kind of one of those guys that's like, oh, what have you done for me lately? But I'm not ready to say just because the Edna Cherry fight, who is a tough SOB, Pedraza is ready to give up that title. Hell no, hell.
Yeah,
no.
but he's definitely obviously a leap up from anything that Gervonta Davis has faced before. So I know what you're saying. He looks to have really heavy hands at that weight class. I mean, do you see even Walter's really knocking guys out like that? Then again, the level of opposition, you could say, right?
Exactly. Level of opposition, man. You put me in there, and I'll knock out some guys too with the right guys. You got to give me my shot. You know what I'm saying? But has Pedraza been in there with the right guys? No. Cherry, who's knocked out Edna Cherry? You know, Stephen Smith. Has anybody knocked them out? Pedraza's been in there with a couple of names. He's got those veterans under his belt to at least gain that in-ring experience. Could anybody check, man? This is when we leave Steven. It's not a Thursday, so don't hate on Steven. He's working his regular job. But listen, this is when we need him, because has anyone ever knocked out like Stephen Smith or Edna Cherry? Pedraza seems to be in there with some pretty decent opposition. And do we even know, has Gervonta Davis gone over 10 rounds? Has he passed 10 rounds? Has he been 12 rounds? Like, this kid thinks he's ready, but is he ready? Does he know for sure that he can hang?
Didn't Lee Selsby sleep Stephen Smith?
Lee Selby, we can check. I know that Lee Selsby holds a win over him. He lost.
No. Yeah. I do remember that. He actually it was a beautiful knockout. So
Smith,
Sosa.
And did he lose by TKO to Lee Selby?
Lee Selby.
KO, I think.
Now look,
he definitely knocked him out. No, that's one. Can you bring that up on the TV? That's an amazing knockout.
Listen, Pedraza has been in there with Michael Farinas. We know that Farinas has in-ring experience with Yurokis Gamboa on that Pacquiao undercard. He has experience with Andreas Klimov. We know Klimov's been in the ring with Jesse Vargas. We just seen a bunch of Jesse Vargas fights with Bradley and Pacquiao and Saddam Ali. Stephen Smith, we've seen what he can do versus Lee Selby and Jason Sosa. So again, Pedraza seems seasoned at the very least. Early prediction, MD, before we move on to next topic. You going with the young Gervonta?
Yeah, I'm actually going with the young Gervonta. I think it's going to be tougher than a lot of people think it is, but I think that he will be able to find his range and get his power punches off, because he does seem to have ridiculously powerful and fast hands for that size. Although at times he has issues cutting the ring off.
I want to see if that power is real, Enrique, versus some guys that are known to absorb shots. You know what I mean? When you're in there with those guys we never heard of, those little fill-in-the-blank type of names, those 1 through 15 fights that all promoters get their fighters, you're supposed to knock them out.
Yes, you are. And Jose Pedraza, who has 12 KOs, which is like 50% of his record, and Gervonta Davis has almost like 95% KO ratio. It's gonna be a good fight. I didn't even know this was in Brooklyn. I might go attend to this one.
Yo, you gotta see this one. Not only that, because see, what MD doesn't know is that Pedraza has already faced a slick black fighter.
Right. Who was?
Tevin Farmer.
Okay.
Early on. Pedraza's tested. Pedraza used to be with about 3 promoters. He was with DeBella and with Gary Shaw, and then Javier Bustillo from Puerto Rico. And, now he's just with DeBella and Heyman.
Tevin Farmer. He TKO'd Tevin Farmer.
Yeah. And Tevin is very good. People are afraid of Tevin right now.
Yeah, but not all. But according to
him early.
But you can't categorize slick black boxers as all the same. Like,
well, I'm not
just because you're making it seem like it's a fighting style doesn't necessarily mean that that's the same dude that Gervonta Davis is.
when you say slick black, you thinking like Pernell Whitaker slick. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, right. That's a tip. That's a style.
That is a style.
Yeah, you can
That's
say
that's like even Crawford falls under the slick black
Right.
fighter thing. You know what I mean? Guys that could switch up, they have versatility, they have more than one style. They could go backwards, they could go forwards.
But you know who's not slick? Andre Ward.
Andre Ward's a little heavier.
He's not slick. He's very. He has,
MD says he's not slick yet.
he has a high boxing IQ and he's an athlete, but he's
if
not slick.
Not slick, MD. Well, then he's motherfucking David Blaine, because with one hand he magically won that fight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You can never come back to that one.
Can't.
I don't think he won the fight, so
There's no
continue.
comeback.
They need to fight again right away. They need
Yeah.
to practice that clause. They need to put that clause into effect immediately.
Yeah, no. You know, like Ness, do you not see like Andre Ward being like a little kind of like a sociopath in his?
Hey, MD, the only sociopath on the panel is you, because that was 2 topics ago. We're talking about Luis Ortiz now, and the fact that the heavyweight division has another update. Unfortunately, this time around, nothing good. Luis Ortiz is taking on some dude named Allen from the UK. I guess it's time for Eddie Hearn to, you know,
David Allen.
you know, I guess Eddie Hearn is just, you know, I don't know, making the quota now. And then Lucas Brown, you know, because you guys were talking about
What, slickness?
Shannon Briggs.
well, no, you were talking about results, right? So Lucas Brown's results with Vada is that he tested positive, which is shocking though, Enrique, because you know, he's the one that wanted to sign up for Vada, and Vada being such a stringent testing, it's odd that a man that knows that he's dirty would sign up for the toughest testing to then just get popped. So he could look hypocritical.
His opponent was
Shannon Briggs.
Right.
So that fight is now in question. We don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah, that's where we're at.
Does a place in your heart feel bad for?
It's kind of like a mouthpiece. Feel bad for what, MD?
Do you feel bad for Shannon Briggs that, you know, the champ doesn't get a shot at the belt?
No. I hope that
I feel bad for him, honestly, because as much of a joke as you think this fight is, like when it was signed and we heard about it, I was like, fuck it, let's just see it happen. I mean, if Shannon Briggs is what we think he is, he'll get knocked out. But if he's not, I mean, I don't know.
Dude,
it's better than some shit that goes on in the sport of boxing. Yes, you have to admit.
I hope the WBC realizes they made a mistake. Was it WBC or WBA? Who
WBA.
I hope they realize they made a mistake and they don't give Shannon and Lucas this fight. Lucas for testing positive, Shannon just for being old as a fart. And yeah, no, get him out of here. Like,
except how could they like say so? Okay, so Lucas Brown tested positive for steroids. Now, how could they say, yo, Shannon, like now you're not, now you don't get a shot at the belt because the dude you're supposed to fight. Like, I feel like he still is guaranteed if they move somebody else in. So Shannon Briggs is still going to get a title shot, in my opinion, most likely, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Lucas falls out, I'm sure they're gonna get in a late replacement to get them sanctioning fees going.
Chris Arreola?
We're soon.
Chris Arreola needs another fighter. No, is he done?
Remember that number is 1-425-569-5241. We talked a little Lomachenko, Nicholas Walters preview. We asked you, did you want the rematch or unification with Adonis Stevenson for Ward? We also spoke a little about Pedraza taking on the young Floyd Mayweather protege in Gervonta Davis. And Luis Ortiz just having a warm-up fight. Lucas Brown testing positive. Eric Molina will be scheduled on our show, so thank the lovely Monsterpiece for setting that up. We should have Eric Molina, who's going to be taking on Anthony Joshua December 10th in Manchester. So we'll have more heavyweight updates for you. And last but not least, who are you picking? MD, who are you picking? Lomachenko, Walters, so we can open up these phone lines. Remember to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype if you want to call in, absolutely free, but internationally.
Ness, why don't you go first? You know, you're always the one who has to formulate your picks after all of ours, so go ahead, Ness.
Well, you know, I obviously want to go with Walters. I went with Salido to bust the bubble of Lomachenko a long time ago, so I'm still riding high off that win. But, you know, Lomachenko to me has picked up a couple of tricks. He's learned a few things. but I don't know about the level of opposition. You know, Rocky Martinez, I was never high on him. You know, his claim to fame is getting lucky, dropping Mikey Garcia. Other than that, like, what has he really done? A couple of back and forth fights with Salido. And yeah, Salido's tough and he's good, but at the end of the day, if you're good, you beat Salido easy the way that Gamboa did. So, you know, what really has Lomachenko done? Like, some of those names on his resume, it's like, who are these dudes that they found for him to fight in China or in other weird locations? You know what I mean? Like, some of these guys, I can't even pronounce their name. Now, Gamaliel Rodriguez, I remember we had a listener used to call in a lot. Talking about Gamaliel Rodriguez, but that was about the only person. You know, we haven't seen Lomachenko with some high-level opposition since the Salido and Russell fights, which were at least back-to-back, and we have to give him credit. He's only got 7 fights, right? So, that being said, I'm still going Walters.
Knockout?
I think that he's gonna eke the decision out, man. I think that he's bigger. I think that he's seen the tape, man. He's seen the tape. He's the axe man. He's gonna chop Lomachenko down to the body the way that Salido did. He doesn't have to be dirty the way that Salido was. He's faster on his feet than Salido is. He could cut the distance. He's bigger. He can make Lomachenko tired. But Lomachenko is fast, and he gives angles, and he throws a lot of punches.
Is he faster than Lomachenko, though?
Exactly. But is Lomachenko's power going to affect the bigger Nicholas Walters?
Most definitely. Absolutely. I don't think Lomachenko by any means is a pity-pat puncher. He at least in his last few fights, he's definitely committed more for his punches, right? So this is why I think Lomachenko is going to be able to stop Nicholas Walters late, because the accuracy in his work, I think, is going to really bother him. And I think that if Nicholas Walters is going to continue fighting late into the round, I could see the referee or corner stopping it in like the 11th round. So that's my prediction.
Hit the thumbs up if you like MD's prediction of Lomachenko by knockout. Hit that thumbs up if you're riding with Ness on Walters by decision. And now we're going to go to the casual fan. See, could he be the deciding factor here? Is he going to tip the scales? Where are you going, Cash?
Listen, man, the way I do it when I don't know a fighter, I look at highlight reels, right? I also go to BoxRec and see who they fought that is of worth or value. You know, Gary Russell's one. Nonito Donaire is the other, right? Nonito Donaire is a bigger win, I think, in my eyes. I'm watching the highlight reel of Lomachenko. He is short. He is fast. He moves a lot, but Nicholas Walter has a double zapping left and a right. So Lomachenko looks like he has no solid defense, though. However, and he only has 6 fights. So Can you
repeat that phrase again?
He only has 6 fights. So
no, you don't think Lomachenko has solid defense?
Yeah, his defense just doesn't look there, man. His hands low. Whereas you see Nicholas Walter, I don't know who he's fighting right here. He's fighting some dude with red trunks on. But his defense is there, man. So it's all about it's all about seeing him come in, man. And if can he make it in with that reach of Nicholas Walters? Both of them hit hard. So I like this fight a lot. Axeman versus High Tech. I'm gonna go with the Axe.
2 for the Axe, 1 for Lomachenko. Casual, get your paper out. We're gonna start taking these calls and getting everything down.
Yo, Enrique, put a little bit of you should put a little paper on Walters on the Vegas betting lines, because you know you're getting 5-1, right?
Damn, 5-1 on Walters.
Yep.
If he wins.
Yeah, but that don't mean anything. You know, Vegas has gotten it wrong plenty of times.
I mean, exactly. So
Flanigan was a good opponent. Donaire is a good opponent. Darchinyan was a good opponent. You know, this kid Walters has been in there with some pretty decent names. He's defended his title. He's undefeated. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He knows that there's hipsters like MD out there that are counting him out. So I think he's going to put on a great performance. Listen, we're going to open up these phone lines. Once again, that number is 1-425-569-5241. press that number 1 button one time if you want to speak to the host. You want to get it off your opinion. This is the Voice of the People hotline. You want to voice your opinion, you know what to do. Add us on Skype to speak internationally. Speaking of international calls, we're going to go out to Alex. I believe it's Alex from Australia. I'm always asking myself this. You need to change your screen name to Alex from Australia.
Yeah, it is Alex from Australia. I'll give it a little quick summary. I think Lomachenko is going to win pretty easy. Not easy, but I think he's going to win comfortably at least. I'm actually surprised, Ness, that you're picking Axeman. I think looking at the body of Lomachenko's work, like early on he wasn't doing too well, like with Salido and stuff, but throughout the later rounds he started to pick up a bit and it was a little bit dirty. But since then, what he's proven, I think through the eye test, is he is an extremely talented fighter. And I think, like we've always said in boxing, there's levels, and I just don't think Walters is on Lomachenko. My pick is Lomachenko.
Gotcha. Written down,
Alex, you know, it's not that I don't believe in Lomachenko, but I think everyone is counting out Walters, and I think that, again, experience is a key factor. And Lomachenko hasn't seen that many styles. Like, just look at his resume. Rocky Martinez isn't a difficult style. He isn't a big puncher. Then you got Salido, which, yeah, he's always been a difficult style for anyone. He even gave, slight problems in the beginning to Gamboa. You know, he's given problems to Juan Manuel Lopez. But at the end of the day, he is a guy with like 13 losses.
Yeah, but let's also not pretend Gamboa wasn't a stud when they fought, too. So Gamboa wasn't an ordinary fighter.
And you're saying that Lomachenko isn't an ordinary fighter, yet he lost to him.
No, that's correct. No, I agree. I 100% what you're saying. But
so, I'm just not on the hype train. Like, I know how Top Rank does. Rocky Martinez was a pawn, and he was used as one. Now the Russell win is a good win, but I've talked to Russell. You know what I mean? I respect these fighters. I believe them when they talk to me. Russell hired a strength and conditioning coach. He wasn't supposed to have one. They got him all messed up. Even Jason Sosa's trainer has told me that, because he has dealt with Gary Russell for sparring for Sosa. Angel Garcia has told me. So that Russell win, I don't give Lomachenko the 100% credit.
That's so fucking ridiculous how you could take credit away from that win, yet you don't take credit away from the Salido win because of that, what went on. That is obscene.
Because the difference in the Salido win, I'll tell you, in the Salido win, he had the ability to make adjustments. In the Russell fight, Russell doesn't have the ability to do anything. He came into the fight fucked because of what he did before in camp. In the fight, Lomachenko is supposed to be able to adjust. He could not.
He did. Well, he did later in the fight, but to be honest, again, it was a close fight, and Salido was being – I've never seen more low blows in a top-level fight than that, other than Galata, Riddick Bowe. So, I mean, again, context is everything, and I don't think that it showed Vasyl Lomachenko. Let's not forget that he had Salido drunk in the 12th round.
And again, let's not forget Salido had 13 losses, and Gamboa knocked him out or stopped him or at least dropped him. Like, come on, let's just be straight up. Like, you're acting like, oh, Salido hit him to the body and he's this ultimate fighter. No, Salido was always just a tough fighter. He wasn't an ultimate fighter.
And he jumped a little too deep into the he jumped a little too deep into the pool.
And I think
and he learned from that, because I think he'll be a great fighter, and he's gonna knock out.
He might be jumping a little too deep again, especially with a guy who's got a chip on his shoulder, who doesn't respect the fact that he's
couldn't knock out Jason Sosa. That's what I'm saying. Couldn't even beat him decisively.
Jason Sosa seems tough to me. Have you watched tape on him? Did you watch the fight with Walters? Did you watch the fight with Stevens? Did you watch Jason Sosa fight?
Jason Sosa would just be another name on Lomachenko's record.
Do you know that he's also mentally tough? Do you know that he only has 3 amateur fights and yet he's able to become a world champion?
A person who has 3 amateur fights would never beat Vasyl Lomachenko in a pro fight. Okay. I guess I don't know how many Salidos had, but again, Salido was the difficult fight. But Jason Sosa would be outclassed by Lomachenko.
Someone with 3 amateur fights will never beat Lomachenko, but someone with 13 losses
What is Lomachenko's amateur?
No, he had 350 or something like that with a bunch of gold medals.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He-
man.
He has the gold medal.
Let's open up these phone lines. We're not gonna go back and forth trolling with MD. He's done enough.
You see the Axeman in the background as you speak, MD?
He knows, and he see who has the belts too. He wasn't given no belts.
Well, didn't he drop a belt because his fat ass, didn't choose to make it, so he moved up and
Exactly. He was too big for the division, which your little guy is gonna be too small. You'll see the small fry. 6'7", 8, you're up.
Yo, it's the Milkman.
Milkman, we got no producer. But what's going on?
Who you picking?
Hey man, did y'all not have an after show for the Ward Kovalev?
We sure did.
We had one yesterday.
And we had another one yesterday, yup. You missed it.
Oh man, I thought that was just a review for the I thought y'all were just watching the fight.
Oh yeah, we did watch the fight.
But
that's the best.
That's the best one.
That's the best reaction. You have the fight right in front of you.
That's right.
But what's up with this fight?
Real quick.
Real quick.
Yo, look at that.
Well, hold on. Let me backtrack real quick. Ward Kovalev, I scored it twice. First time I was watching it with some friends, and I stopped scoring it after the 10th round because I had Kovalev up so far, and I had Kovalev winning the first time I scored it. Went back and watched it again by myself, and I had it a draw.
Who you had in the 10th round?
It was
How could you have it a draw though? You must have given out a 10-10 round.
Yeah, the 10th round. Who did you give the 10th round to?
Yeah, I gave round 12 a 10-10 round. I gave round 10. I gave that to let's see. I gave that one to Kovalev.
All right, I gave him that round. I gave him that
But
round.
it was an ugly fight, man. It was a lot of it wasn't a lot of back and forth action. It was a lot of just one
Wrestling.
getting inside, throwing a few short shots, and then tying up. Getting inside, throwing a few short shots. Then, every now and then somebody would connect with a jab. It definitely wasn't the most pleasing thing to watch as far as, what you would expect from somebody like Kovalev and Ward. I thought it would have been a little bit more.
Yeah, but besides Chad Dawson, have you ever seen an Andre Ward fight against a good opponent that it's looked non-ugly?
I mean, to me, I think a lot, many more of his other fights were more pleasing than this. I mean, most of his fights he had in the Super 6, I like more. I don't know. I just felt like nobody could really get the game plan going, which, I mean, I guess is a testament to their skill level. George Foreman once said, the better you are at boxing, the uglier it looks. So, it is what it is. But I want them to go ahead and get a rematch immediately, get it over and done with, so we can silence everybody who is claiming Ward won or that Kovalev won. I think we need to go ahead and just nip that in the bud before they move on to Stevenson. And, as far as one other thing.
Cut it.
Real quick. You want to put your prediction in really quick for Lomachenko versus the Axeman, Nicholas Walters?
Walters. Give me Walters.
What's your name? I skipped his
Lomachenko
name.
not fighting
It's
Salido
Milkman.
again. It's going to
Milkman.
hunt him. It's going to come back and hunt him. He's going to come back and hunt him.
All
Watch.
right.
Walters going to win. Him not fighting Salido again is going to hunt him. That's all I got.
All right.
All right, Milkman. You must avenge your losses. We're going to go to 908. I believe this is Amin on the check-in. Amin, talk to us. Who you picking?
Amin, what up?
Yo. What up? Going Nicholas Walters. I'm going with Nicholas Walters. There's no disrespect to Lomachenko. I just think that Lomachenko, like I said, in this fight, I mentioned it before when I talked about it. Lomachenko is a great fighter, but his power's got to translate against a bigger guy, a stronger guy, or a guy that's equally strong. Walters, again, presents a style that Lomachenko might not be accustomed to seeing. It's going to be a good fight, and it could go either way. I'm just picking Walters because I think Walters got a little bit more to offer. Chip on his shoulder, plus he's Jamaican. I'm riding out on that one.
He got them deep body shots that MD's overlooking. Listen, I mean, rematch or you want a unification with Stevenson?
You know, I really, Kovalev and Stevenson is the fight. Let Ward do whatever he's going to do at 175 and then go with the rematch.
So say that again, because me and Casuals over here chatting now.
I would like to see Stevenson and Kovalev fight now. Because now, you know, main event ain't got nothing to lose if they want to, you know, get in the mix.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I think the rematch is the easy option. Is the compelling fight is to put him in there with Stevenson. If he take the belt from Stevenson, then he come back and say, Ward, now I'm coming back for you. That's boxing right there.
Okay. Well, listen.
I kind of agree with that.
Listen, I mean, I want to thank you for calling in, obviously putting in your pick. Do
you agree with that? Like, it's like a win-win for everybody, I guess, because, like, you know, I don't know if Andre Ward plans on fighting again soon, but I feel like Kovalev could fight again in April. So if he's gonna wait,
why do you say it like that? Like, oh, I don't know if Andre plans.
I mean, like, history is an indicator of what they're gonna do in the future, and like he's okay with
transparent with your hatred.
I mean, you know, he's the son of God, right? You know,
I like the idea.
He's like this. He's like the sociopath of God. I think that's the best way to put it.
I don't know if they're going to do that. Kovalev is still going to be contractually obligated to HBO. He may not be able to fight Stevenson. I think that Andre Ward has the best opportunity at fighting Stevenson. Speaking of opportunities, you just
want him to get a tuna fight in. I feel you. Continue.
I mean, earlier today off air, you said that you wanted Ward to have a tune-up. So do you dislike him or do you like him? Because why does he need?
I wanted him to have a tune-up. I'm saying that you wanted him to have a tune-up because you want him to get paid again. Like I give a fuck about that, right?
Larry from San Francisco, save us from the MD hate, please.
Larry.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Big ups to the Boxing Voice. Hey, Annette, do me a favor. Go ahead and serve that crow up for me for my Kovalev pick.
No crow for you today, but
he doesn't need to take it. If he's at peace with himself, like myself, that you could give it to me, but I'm at peace with myself that I saw
Larry, who did you give it
Kovalev
to?
win that fight.
Right.
Clear as day.
We heard that, MD, but Larry.
MD, don't you get that it doesn't count?
Larry, who did you give it to? I mean, you ate the crow. You accepted the loss. Did you see it that way? Did you see it otherwise? Did you score it? What was that score?
No, I certainly scored it. I had it 114-113 Kovalev.
Okay. 10th round,
like
you
most
gave 10th round. You gave Kovalev the 10th?
The 10th round was definitely Kovalev. I have a problem with anybody seeing that differently. But yeah. But I thought Ward did much better than I thought. Like I said, you know, I had Kovalev by stoppage, and at one point early on, it looked like a prophet. But Kovalev made no adjustment. Ward did. Ward was in better shape. Ward did what he had to do towards the end to win it, and he eked it out. I don't think it was the right decision, but then again, it was 114-113. It could have went either way.
Right, very close.
I'll take the crow on that. The ad lib. The ad lib crow, appreciate that, and on to
that shit was like a pterodactyl.
Lomachenko, Larry, go ahead, spit it out.
Lomachenko, Walters. Hey, Nicholas Walters is kind of a beast of a fighter. Big, strong dude, versatile with both hands, a body puncher as well as going to the head. He's got a ton of skill, and I like what I've seen in him moving forward. And I will say this: if he's able to front foot bully Lomachenko like he did Donaire and just dominate the space with his front foot, it could be a long night. But with that said,
20 seconds.
Lomachenko is a transcendent boxing talent who's going to show everybody that he's at again. He's had 7 fights, and he's already in there with guys who are in there with guys who haven't had those kind of fights in 30. So Lomachenko to win this fight by unanimous decision.
Whoa.
Pick up the Boxing Voice.
Whoa! You gave
Larry
all that prop to the Walters and to go with Lomachenko.
Larry, what's Sunday?
Crow Day.
What, Sunday?
What's Sunday?
No, that's payback, retribution, Crow Day. It's gonna be y'all this time. But I love y'all. I'm out.
All right. We shall see, Larry. Let's get on over to the Mastermind. Andre Diacono, what's going on, Andre?
Mastermind Andre.
What's up, guys? Happy holidays, man. What's going on?
Yo, happy holidays.
I'm gonna give you my what's going on, man. I'm gonna give you my pick, but I want to defer the rest of my time to you guys for a quick second. I'm gonna pick Walters, my Jamaican brother. I think he got a chip on his shoulder and he got something to prove Saturday night.
Yeah,
but the ultimate question I have for you three guys is, if you was part of the Rock Nation team in Manhattan, who would you want Ward to fight next? And the second part of the question, would the fight be in Oakland or back in Vegas?
I mean, if I was part of Rock Nation, I would want the fight to be back in Oakland, give him a hometown fight, let him bring it back. I think it, if he could make it with Adonis Stevenson and Adonis Stevenson and Team Heyman wouldn't mind going to Oakland, then yeah, I think that would be the best move. I think Adonis Stevenson doesn't really have any negotiation power to play with. So if he had to travel, look, he beat the guy, right? Everybody wanted Adonis to fight Kovalev. He did not. So I think Adonis would need to bow down to the B-side of a Ward, right? He would have to play B-side to Ward.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wouldn't mind.
There any bad blood between Adonis and Yo since they left?
Yeah, but we also know that Andre Ward will play B-side to nobody. So that's
he's the A-side. He beat Kovalev, weirdo.
Well, he was the A-side going into the Kovalev fight. Like we glossed over. Yeah, but we glossed over again. We glossed over the fact that
A-side going into this fight with Walters and Lomachenko.
Lomachenko.
All right, then. I mean, what the?
All right, don't hog up Andre's phone call. Let's go, Andre.
And that's basically about it, man. I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to all three of you guys, and have a safe weekend. I'll see you on Sunday.
Yo, you too, man.
All right, Andre. Yeah, we're still going to be bringing you a show Saturday night. We're going to be doing a live reaction show. I'm taking all the equipment. Thanks to all my Patreon listeners. We have, what do you call it, mobile equipment or equipment that we can set up everywhere so that we can still have the show, right? So we're going to do an immediate reaction show immediately after the fight. Maybe 30 minutes after, maybe 15 minutes after. It really depends on when it ends and how good it is, right? If it
could be 15 minutes of masterclass Lomachenko ISIS. Could be
of 50. Did he just say 15 minutes of masterclass ISIS?
Yeah, did he say
no, icing? And then I said Lomachenko would ice him.
Oh, I'm about to say, what the hell is going on over here? Let's stay on the site and go to Muhammed. Muhammed, talk to us, brother.
Muhammed, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man?
We're good.
Hello?
We're good.
Okay, I wanted to ask you if Thanksgiving is still on or has it been canceled?
Well, there is no Thanksgiving show. This is your show.
No, I'm talking about the country. Has it been canceled or still on?
I don't know. Did Trump do something like that?
No, because there's a civil war going on since World War I.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen so much hatred over the internet. It's crazy, people calling him names and.
I mean, I live in the United States, and people still love each other. I think the media makes it seem like that everybody hates each other, but the world's still together, and Thanksgiving still is over here, and Donald Trump is still the president.
But let's say something. World got caught by that right hand because he made the mistake. I think he was trying to prove something in the first rounds. He wanted to stand toe to toe with him, and he made a mistake because he was. He was trying to connect at the same time. Okay, he lost the first 2 rounds. He won round 3. He won round 5, and let's give him round 10. I mean, I had Andre Ward by 1 point easy. It was a close fight, but easy. He came back. He adjusted. He made him miss the body work he did. I don't know if you guys saw it, but you can score points for that. So I don't know why he just made the rematch much bigger.
Because the rightful winner should get a solid win because Andre Ward is not looking any better. I mean, you obviously sound like an Andre Ward fan. Do you Do you think that he's the best fighter
No,
on earth
I'm
after that performance?
no, I'm an Andre Ward fan. As far as I love boxers, you know, I love people who
But-
think like Floyd Mayweather. You know.
Correct, but okay. So let me ask you this, right? Where in the 10th round, right, where Andre Ward seemed to be, getting it back. He knew it was a very close fight. He had to have known it. Did you see him adjust in the 11th and 12th round to easily win that fight? Because I didn't see that happening. I didn't see him.
You're trying so hard. Let go of the shovel, my man. The
No,
dude-
I'm trying to understand how people scored the fight for Andre Ward because I see it very difficult. So I'm just asked the caller a
you
question.
gotta watch yesterday's show. We all watched it together.
I've already seen I've seen the fight enough times to have my convictions.
Muhammad.
Why does he always
Yeah.
hijack people's time? We're gonna have to call him the
No,
call.
I asked him. Ignas, just let him answer his question. You're the one who's hijacking.
Call a terrorist is MD.
No, listen, MD, I respect your knowledge and the way you break down stuff. I always, I respect what you say. But in the 12th round, he won. He was very close. Each round, he won like by a slight margin, but he still won because Kovalev was not doing what he was doing in the first round. He got tired.
I know. So I agree. That means your expectations of what he was doing in the first round wasn't necessarily replicated. But if you look at that round in its entirety, I think that Kovalev did more of the effective aggression. He had more of the tempo, and I think that he won that 12th round as well. So I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with.
You see what you did, MD?
Cut it.
I made him rethink who he thought won the fight.
Did he pick?
Yeah, Muhammad, pick your.
No, I didn't pick, man.
Lomachenko.
Come on,
You
man.
gotta
It's
say it.
on
You
my
gotta
time.
say it. You let MD rob you for your time, and you guys gotta listen. If you want to battle with MD, you're gonna lose time.
No, you should always let him pick. Go ahead.
I'm picking Walters because I'm seeing something in his eyes in the interviews leading up to the fight. He's very calm, and he's after that belt, and I'm picking him. He's gonna do something to hurt Lomachenko. If he doesn't hurt him, it's game over. But I think he's gonna hurt him.
I see a correlation between the Andre Ward pickers and Nicholas Walters. Just saying.
What's
And
that
this is weird.
correlation?
I guess the fact that they don't like the boxers because I guess Kovalev was the boxer against Ward. I don't know what Ward was.
Was Kovalev the boxer or was
Yeah, I mean he was landing. He looked like the boxer because he was actually trying to box, not wrestle. But
Oh, so the headlock isn't a wrestling tactic. Okay, 504, you're up. 504, you're up.
That's you always call it MMA gay. So
All right. Yeah, what's up, Ness? MD. Hey, I'm gonna run it down right quick. Walters. I'm going with Walters. My boxing IQ is telling me Lomachenko, but I don't think he's proven. I think he's more hyped than everything, even with all his skills, because he's in there against a lot of guys that he could just look good against. I feel like Walters is that just that guy that's go do some hurt to him, and we gonna see what that.
What happened?
504.
504.
okay, so
He must have
well, his summary was that he's gonna hurt.
He pick Walters though.
Yeah, he's gonna hurt Lomachenko. Which
All along with Lomachenko.
Well,
again, I'm the only person here that goes to sleep. No.
Alex and Larry, they both have Lomo.
Santiago, what's up?
Santiago.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's the talk of the blog.
Oh, let me call
It's
this.
because you said the word ISIS.
I know. You started doing the terrorist thing, man.
Let me call it up. 425. What's that number? 425.
569-5241. Press 1. Want to give a big shout out to Monsterpiece in the chat, doing an excellent job moderating, keeping folks in check. This is I'm hearing from the people is down.
Oh man, it's saying if I want to speak to the host, press 1.
So MD, any other fights? What else do we have on the docket? Isn't there something happening in the UK that we need to talk about? There's a pretty decent fight. Orlando Cruz.
Orlando Cruz is trying to make history.
Yeah, Terry Flanigan. Isn't that going to be another defense for Flanigan?
Yeah, he's going to commit a hate crime.
Wow.
I mean, I mean, like I don't know why Orlando Cruz is getting a title shot other than his story, and Frank Warren is selling it that way. So, you know, it is what it is.
I think it has to do more with the fact that, typically these guys look for easy defenses on that other end of the pond.
And okay, and Orlando Cruz is an American, or he's Puerto Rican, but I think he fights out of him. He's definitely Puerto Rican. He's not American, and because I'm saying like I mean at least I don't think he speaks English, does he?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, right? He hangs in Florida and stuff.
Yeah, Miami, South Beach, yeah, probably the district. Yeah, so it's a story. Like I don't know, like it's as much as I don't know. I mean, would you know who Orlando Cruz was? Like, if besides the story?
Yeah, but what's Flanigan? Pull up Terry Flanigan there, Enrique. I mean, because who's he fought ever since he won that title? He won the title from the title from Diego Magdaleno, right? Or was that the first defense that he made? One of the Magdaleno brothers, not one. We all know it was Diego that fought him. Terry Flanigan, he's from the UK. What you got for us?
31-0. He is undefeated. So what's the question? What are we looking for on him? His
what was the question? This guy got me going crazy. We just asked you to check.
I got him up.
Like you want to know who Terry Flanagan's fought since
he won the title,
and he's fighting it. Yeah, he hasn't fought that many great opponents, but to be honest, like this is just as bad. I mean, who is Orlando Cruz beaten to earn a title shot? He's coming off a win against Gabino Kata.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
Magdaleno. He beat Magdaleno. Damn.
Yeah, but that was Diego, not Jesse.
Oh, okay. Yep. True. So, he fought Derry Matthews and Mazonk Fana.
Exactly.
And next is Orlando Cruz.
But I get shit when I say that they go over there and they keep them belts hostage.
Yeah, but Ness doesn't he have a story to tell, like kind of like Danny Jacobs, right?
I have no clue what you're talking about. Danny Jacobs defended his title versus Peter Quillen.
Yeah, but don't you give worth to his story? So shouldn't you give worth to Orlando Cruz's story?
Worth comes from fighting Peter Quillen. Where is Terry Flanagan's fight? Who'd he fight?
But you don't want to put the value of a story to make it a fight. You don't give it a.
Okay, what's his story? I mean, this kid had cancer. What does this guy?
I mean, he's overcome homophobia.
Fucking guy is out of control.
Where'd you find that?
Dog, he's saying that because he's fighting Orlando Cruz, you know?
Oh, he's the guy with the rainbow shorts? That's Cotto's fighter?
No, it's not Cotto. He's not signing Orlando. I mean, Orlando Cruz not signing Cotto. I don't think.
Let me look him up.
MD's humor, I swear. Nah, man. I think it's another easy defense for Flanigan. I'm ready. You know, Mikey Garcia has his eyes set on him, so he better do something.
Yo, he is. That is Cotto's fighter.
That ain't Cotto fighter, man.
Yeah, this the dude. I remember him.
It ain't Cotto fighter.
This the openly gay boxer.
Yeah,
he fought Orlando Salido.
He actually might be a Cotto fighter. I think he did fight in the undercard of the Cotto Martinez. He fought in the undercard of the Sergio Martinez Miguel Cotto fight.
Maybe he fought on an undercard. That doesn't make him a Miguel Cotto Promotions fighter. This dude's been signed to Top Rank, man, and he's not even signed to Top Rank anymore. He's with those Puerto Rican. I think it's called PR Promotions or something like that.
LGBTQ Promotions.
Listen, let's get back out to these phone lines. I think we got things resolved. We were going back to Santiago. Talk to us.
Santiago.
Hey, guys. What's up? Jesus, right on my call, too, is when it drops. So I'm glad I got to call in and all that good stuff.
All right. Well, glad you're on. What's up? Tell us your mind.
Not much. First and foremost, I'd like to eat my crow because Ness will remember I told him in person that I did pick Kovalev, and while I'm not happy with the result, Kovalev did lose.
We got to get some sound bites. Go ahead, Santiago.
Not much. I mean, right now my YouTube feed's not really loading for some reason. So if you guys can go down the topics for me, I'd really appreciate that.
Well, the first one obviously is the preview of the fight. How do you see it going? Then we went to the second one, which is Kovalev Ward. Do you rather see the rematch with Kovalev Ward, or would you rather see a unification matchup with Ward and Adonis Stevenson? And after that, we have Gervonta Davis taking on the young, Pedraza defending his title versus the young Gervonta Davis, which was a bit of a shocker for us, being as though Gervonta only has about 15, 16 fights. Obviously, we got a heavyweight update. You know, Luis Ortiz is fighting David Allen, and Lucas Brown is dead, and you're running out of time on this clock with this update. But, yeah, and then last but not least, we need you to make your pick.
Right, of course. Well, my pick is going to be for Lomachenko, simply because I do feel that since Walters' last fight was December of last year, I honestly do have to wonder how that'll affect him. But if he loses, I'll eat my crow. If not, but put me down for Lomachenko. I would personally like to see Ward take on Adonis Stevenson, get him out of the picture, and then take the rematch with Kovalev for the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. I am looking forward to Gervonta Davis' fight with Jose Pedraza. I do think it's a good fight, and I am looking forward to seeing how it plays out. If I had to make a pick for that fight, I would be going with Gervonta Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, really?
Okay.
But you've only seen like 3 fights of Gervonta.
He's confident.
True. Yeah, I have been seeing his fight ever since he first made his splash on PBC, but I do have a good feeling about him. I do think he can win the fight.
Is that because he signed to TMT?
No, not at all. Not even remotely because he signed to TMT. I like the way this guy fights. Yes, he's still a little raw, but I do think he can win this fight.
Okay.
All right, Lucas Brown tested positive. The fight with him and Shannon Briggs is in jeopardy. We're not going to get that super fight now. And obviously, Luis Ortiz taking on, I don't know who David Allen is.
10 seconds. Go, Santi. 10 seconds.
Now that's pretty much it, dude. Oh, but one more thing. If you guys ever need a boxing historian, feel free to hit me up. I'll always get you the facts.
For sure.
That's my call.
We got it. We're going to have our boxing historian now, guys. We're going to go to the one and lovely Monsterpiece. Pedazo de monster.
El cuco.
Pedacito de cuco. Pedacito de cuco.
El monstruo.
I love that. It's casual there. Casual.
Ah, casual.
Casualmente, besame.
All right, guys, don't cut it to my time because you're infamous for doing this shit.
Yo, he already took 28
really
seconds
quickly,
from you.
Nah, go ahead. It's all
I
you,
know,
Monster.
really good. Thank you, Casual. Thank you. Really quickly, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that showed up to TVV Appreciation Night. Didn't get a chance to go into it yesterday because Nez likes to interrupt me while I'm in Anna is passionate about boxing mode.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, shout out to everybody who showed up, to all the ladies as well. Thank you so much for coming. Please, you know, if you guys went to the show and loved and enjoyed it, just make sure you share it, tell your friends so that next time you can bring them and it could be even bigger and better. So thank you guys so much for coming.
Can't wait for that video.
About the fight this weekend, yes, about the fight this weekend. I can't wait. But I got good news and bad news. The good news is I'm about to make my pick.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is I'm not going to be able to watch it live on Saturday. I'm going to have to wait until Sunday because I got to go somewhere on Saturday night and it got into the way. It's a girl thing, man. Girls like to throw parties a lot. And when you say no to them, it's not like you fellas. If you say no to your friends, they'll be like, fuck you, man. I love you. Okay, bye. But if you say no to a girl, no offense to the ladies listening, but if you say no to a girl, they will hold that grudge until the end of time. So I'm just going to go and support my friend on whatever that she's doing Saturday night. But I am picking Walters. I'm picking Walters for the same reason Ness said. Experience is to be an issue with Lomachenko, and that's how he lost to Salido, really. And that's why he's not undefeated, even though he's an incredible, talented guy and has a great amateur record. And, you know, I think we mentioned that he was a gold Olympic medalist. So he's very talented. I'm not saying that he's not capable of doing great things, but experience showed to be a problem in that last fight. So I'm still sticking with that. I don't think 7 fights is going to change that. That's just something that's going to come with time. And he already kind of threw himself too far into the woods, and he didn't kind of develop that, you know, in his career. So props to him. I wish more fighters would do that. Like, as soon as they become pro, they're going after, because once you become pro, you're pretty much saying that you're ready for the best, and he has been showing that. So I'm not saying that I'm picking Walters lightly. I'm picking Walters carefully because I know he's going to go in there with a great fighter, but I still feel experience would do something here. But it may not, you know, confidence may be bigger than experience. You know.
I just got my TVV Appreciation Night party check. We were a little short, so hopefully more people show up.
That's right.
And we don't have to up the price. I think we gave you guys a lot, and like Monsterpiece said, yeah, man, when the video comes out, share that, make it look, thumbs up it, and make sure you sign up to go out, because we're doing another one.
Yes,
March 3rd.
And by next week, we should be having our
RSVP,
official RSVP page, so that those that are definitely coming, regardless of venue, regardless if it's in New York City or Vegas, because we decided regardless if it's Vegas or New York, we're going to do it anyway. So why not prepare ahead of time to make it even better for the next time?
With a layaway plan.
Yeah, we're going to do a layaway plan for you guys and get you ready, all ready nice and early. Monsterpiece went Walters. Looking like Walters got a lot more wins than Lomachenko. We're going to go to 222. Oh, no, 224. You're up.
224.
224.
I'm up. Boy, Melo.
Melo, what up?
As far as Andre Ward, what's up, guys? What's up? Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Thanks, man.
Likewise.
As far as the Ward fight, well, I wouldn't mind seeing an immediate rematch, but you know, like you said, like he the A side, he got the power. I wouldn't mind seeing Madonna Stevenson either, and maybe Kovalev can get a fight fighting Cleverly again. Maybe get a rematch with Cleverly when he beats to get the first belt he got. As far as Walters against Lomachenko, man, it's a tough decision. And man, I'm gonna have to go with Lomachenko. I think skills might in this situation slightly beat the experience that Walters got, and being the bigger guy, I think if he's able to take his shots with the big punches, he can beat him on point. So I got Lomachenko by decision. Happy holidays to you guys. Shout out to Boxing Voice.
That's a good pick. I'm not mad at that.
Melo, thanks for calling in, brother.
He kept it 1 minute.
Nice and fast. Compa, talk to us.
Compa de Los Angeles.
I ain't got no yo.
What's up, Boxing Voice?
Oh, yeah, hello. Boxing Voice, what up?
What up?
What's up? Hey, what's up, Ness? Casual.
What's up?
What's good, brother? What's good?
Sound.
Hey, but nah, I'm excited for that Pedraza and Tank fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think that's cool that Mayweather, you know, put him in there with Pedraza. Fuck it, right now, you know. And what up?
What up? You going for Lomachenko or
Walters?
Oh, hey, no. I think Kovalev should fight Stevenson.
Yeah.
And try to get that WBC belt, or like if he can't get the immediate rematch, you know what I'm saying?
True.
But yeah, just, you know, because if Andre Ward gets it, you know, he'll probably, you know, he's the inside, so I don't know, you know, fuck it.
You sound tired, or you sound like you got that California sticky.
Sound like he had that Info Joe.
Info Joe.
This is Info Joe.
Nah, right here, fucking.
What you, Brook Knight?
Reading some notes and shit. I usually go off the dome.
Oh.
Hey, but what up, Boxing Voice? But hey, no, I got a Walters this week. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Oh shit, we all lost, yo. Every time.
Fight, but hey, props to Lomachenko though, you know, for fighting, you know, fighters, you know, at only like what this is what 8 fights, so
7 fights,
you know,
7 fights.
Who cares if he loses?
His second
7 fight. Props to him though, you know, for fighting tough fighters.
Right. His second fight was
I'm
Orlando Salido.
expecting a good fight.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but you just jinxed us, man, because you never really get it right, man, and you just pick Walters.
Nah,
Oh shit!
but he'll get it right this time.
Say Lomachenko so we can all win. Get money.
He's battling us. He's doing the pot.
Yo, we're gonna go out to the Skype machine. We got Mr. Frotch. Talk to us.
Yo, guys, how you doing? I want to win, but I think Lomachenko, tough decision on points.
Lomachenko for Mr. Frotch. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a tough one. I think he's going to have to come through a few storms. But anyway, I'll jump off and let you carry on, all right, fellas?
Good one, fella.
That was quick.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
I'll stay on if you want me to stay on. I didn't know if you was in a rush or not.
Nah, I mean, you get about 2-3 minutes. Talk to us.
Yeah, cool. I want to talk Ortiz and Allen. I think that's like going to be a celebrity death match. That's certainly he's been put in there to be killed by Eddie Hearn.
Yes.
And Wood, great fighter. He won that Kovalev fight. It's getting on my nerves now. Everyone talking robbery, this and that. MD sounding a bit salty over there too.
Salty
but,
is
yeah.
right.
It's true. But
hey,
yeah,
but
Wood
since
won
we
that.
got you, tell us a little bit about Flanigan in this. I mean, because we know Orlando Cruz and we know he's not the best. But why is Flanigan still fighting this level of fighter?
What it is, I think, is Frank Warren. When he tries to hold these titles hostage over here in England, you see him fighting bum after bum. It's the same with Billy Joe Saunders, But I think it's just the fact that he's with Warren. This is going to be an easy defense. I can't see Orlando Cruz bringing anything to the table that's really going to cause Flanigan any trouble. But Flanigan is a very good fighter. Don't get it wrong. He is a good fighter. It might not look that way because obviously the defenses he's having, but he is a good fighter. And I'd like to see him against Mikey Garcia. I think that'd be a great fight. But obviously with the politics and with being with Warren, you don't know whether that's even going to happen. So it's another one of them boxing things, the politics.
Mikey has expressed interest in a Flanigan fight. Now, can it happen? I don't know. Mr. Frotch, man, thank you for calling in. We're going to get to some other callers. We had Monsterpiece. We had 224. We're going 206. You're up.
206. What up?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
What's your name? Who you from? Where you from?
My name is Kevin Ochoa. I'm from Seattle.
It's first time calling in, sir?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Don't call me sir. You make me feel old, man.
No problem. How long have you been listening, and how did you find us?
Oh, like 3 years or something.
Damn.
Oh, wow. That's a long
found
time.
you. Somebody linked you on one of the forums. I think maybe. I don't know. It's been a while.
Good, man. Good. So what so far excuse me. We're speaking. We're previewing Nicholas Walters versus Lomachenko. What do you have it? How do you have it?
I got to go with Lomachenko.
Right.
It's the pedigree, and I've been watching boxing a long time, and I just think he's the goods. I think that Walters is going to be bigger and stronger, maybe, and he's got some skills, but I think that Lomachenko's the goods. I was rooting for Gary Russell Jr., but he couldn't get it done, and I think that Walters' power is just not going to be enough. I think he's going to get outpointed badly.
You want to touch a little bit on? I got you written down, so Sunday's Crow Day. Feel free to call in. You want to touch a little bit on Andre Ward Kovalev? How'd you score that?
Man, I'm a Bay Area boy, born and bred. I'm a Ward fan, but I had Kovalev winning.
Oh, bye.
That said, I've been reading and looking at videos, and I watched and listened to your show. What, yesterday?
Yeah,
the day before.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys make good arguments. I can't really, I'm now convinced that it was close enough that he'd go either way. And the whole thing about boxing is that it's subjective.
Exactly. And
I can't blame a judge who's a pro looking at things that I don't see. I mean, how am I going to see it? I'm just some schmo on the internet.
So I just want to see the rematch. I think Ward beats him next time easier.
You don't want to see Stevenson first? I think the same though. I think Ward would do it again easier.
Yeah. I mean, if the first one, even if you can go that Kovalev won or Ward won, either way, and it doesn't really matter because I think that Ward would have won if it had been a 15-round fight. I mean, like convincingly, right? I think he needed 15 rounds to like really put it away.
Yeah, he probably would have stopped Kovalev.
Right? So I think the next one is just going to be like. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The next one.
I said I think he would have stopped Kovalev with 15 rounds because Kovalev was gassing.
Right. I think the next one, Kovalev's going to try to go for the kill and gas out early and then just look bad for the rest of the fight. Unless he miraculously.
Yeah, but I think Ward is going to know that, man.
Yeah.
And I don't think that said, I don't think that I would be really surprised if Ward ever got Kovalev in a position to finish him. I mean, I don't want to. We can't dog Kovalev's skills. I mean, he's got them.
Right.
Sure does. Listen, your name is what from Seattle?
Kevin.
Thank you so much.
Kevin from Seattle. I'm a Patreon guy.
Oh,
nice. Awesome.
Nice. You should come to the next party we throw.
Are you using your name as Kevin on Patreon?
I'm using my initials, KFO.
Oh, okay. Got it. No wonder we couldn't get the correlation. Now we got you, man. So listen, first and foremost, thank you for being a Patreon subscriber. You guys definitely keep everything moving around here. And thank you for finally calling in after 3 years, man. It's amazing to finally hear your voice. Now, your next step is our next TBV event. I don't know if you heard. Well, obviously, you heard yesterday's show, so you know that Deontay Wilder came in. You never know what surprises TBV is going to have for you in March 4th when Danny Garcia defends his title versus Keith Thurman, who's also putting in his title for a unification in the welterweight division. Look, we had Team DSG in the building for our event. Who knows? Maybe he sponsors it this year. You guys get a couple DSG shirts and hats. Yeah, I know I like my Angel Garcia hat. I'm sure each and every one of you would enjoy your hat as well. Let's get to some more calls. We got 310. I believe this might be JP.
310, what's up? What up?
Hey, what's up, y'all? You know it ain't no show without info, Joe.
Info, what up?
Info, Joe, what's up? Ooh,
hey. What's up, my brothers? Hey, hey, happy holidays to everyone that's listening out there. Much love from above. Be safe. Do your thing.
Yes, indeed.
Put me down for Lomachenko, man.
Woo.
I think that I gotta go with the boxer, man. He got beautiful angles like Rigondeaux, and I gotta go with Lomo, man. I like Walters, but I think I gotta go with the pure boxer. And far as Ward, and I think he should give Kovo an immediate rematch, man. It'd only be right.
I agree. They're gonna exercise that.
And
clause.
then, yeah, it's only right, man. It gotta be immediately, man, because that'd be fair, man. He earned that.
And I would say step aside, get a little rest, let Ward get Adonis, so it's all the marbles, man. All the marbles.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. I mean, either way.
But you know what? Things can happen, and then Ward, you know, who knows? Ward went down versus Kovalev. He could get knocked out versus Stevenson.
Yeah, Stevenson is a good puncher, man. I don't think that'll be an easy fight for Ward either. But I think he'll beat him easier than Kovalev, in my opinion. I think Kovalev is the better boxer out of the Stevensons. But I still want to see Kovo immediately rematch, man, with Ward, man, so he can shut all the naysayers up, man. There's been a lot of crazy talk on the internet and everywhere else about this fight, man. So I want to get it done and get it over with, and we'll see who's the baddest man on the planet.
That's true indeed.
Info, what's Sunday?
But, much love to all y'all, man.
Thanks, man.
Come
Much
again?
love to you.
What's Sunday?
Hey, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Crow Day.
All right.
Hey,
well,
hold up, man.
You
One
know
more
where it's
thing.
gonna be served
MD,
for you.
If you're listening, hey man, just put some Tapatio, man, or some Louisiana hot sauce on it, man. I eat it up. Hey, MD, if you're listening, you bet me on air a pie to the face. You can't go to the bookie joint and say it was a robbery. This is the boxing voice. We honor our bets, and you bet Kovalev, and you need to eat crow and take the pie to the face and honor this bet.
Nah, he said he's gonna do it.
Be mud.
He said he's got everybody. He don't worry about
okay.
info, Joe. You know we ain't keeping him around these parts unless he paying them bets. Joe, we got you down for Lomachenko. I mean Walters, right?
No, he got Lomo.
No, he said Walters.
No, Lomo.
No, you said Walters.
Well, I tell you what.
Give me Lomo, man.
I tell you what. Info Joe's Lomo bet prediction just tied it amongst the callers. We got an 8-8 Lomo and Walters.
Split down the middle.
Who's gonna break that tie?
We're gonna go to Big K from the UK.
Big K.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Yo.
Big K, what up?
What's up, man? Big fan of the show, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man. How long you been listening? First time calling in, right?
About 6 months, yeah, man. I just added the Skype and that today. So anyway, I think with the Ward and Kovalev thing, I think the best situation would be Ward gives Kovalev the rematch because he deserves it. And for the Walters and the Lomachenko, I think Walters has got it. Yo.
Walters, all right. Walters,
Yeah.
What is
Obviously,
it about
Walters is a lot-
Walters? What is it about Walters? Because we got so many guys picking Lomachenko. What do you think Walters, what's his advantage?
I think Lomachenko's style suits the amateurs. He's not good. Like, you could see with the Salido fight, Salido's a lot bigger than him. He put the pressure on him. He couldn't handle it.
That was his second fight as a pro.
I know, but still, he had a big amateur background, so it's, you know what I mean? Anyway, I think his style suits the amateurs. I think as a professional, I think Walters takes it.
Well, all right.
Big
K, do me a favor and try and update your Skype because you had been calling in and I had been trying to add you for a while and it took some time. So just make sure you got the latest version of Skype. I want to thank you for calling in. We're going to get to some other callers.
No.
And we hope that you continue to call in, be a regular caller, man. We're glad you found us 6 months ago. Remember, if you listen to this on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, hit us up with a 5-star review. It helps with the visibility of the show, makes other new callers and new listeners find us. And if you're watching on YouTube, you know we hit those thumbs up button. We need those thumbs up button. If you're picking Walters in this fight, hit thumbs up. You're picking Lomo in this fight, hit thumbs up. If you like casual, hit thumbs up. If you dislike casual, hit thumbs up. If you like me, you know, you better hit that thumbs up. Listen, let me get to some other callers here. We got 504 on the check-in. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Josh. Yeah, I asked you to come back to me. I had to call back because the phone had got disconnected when I was giving my my selection. I was saying Walters will beat the Lomachenko because I feel like he's unproven and he getting a lot of hype. And that's why he at where he at. And he already suffered defeat already from a fight that was on neither Walter level or New Yorkers than Boy level. Ward, Kovalev, Ward should do a rematch. I think that Don Stevens and Kovalev have unfinished business. And Kovalev don't have a large resume of fighters anyway. So it will be nice for him to put Don Stevenson on there and let them two fight, and then come back to Ward and do a bigger fight. And Tank Davis, he real raw. I put him right now with the opposition he facing. I'm gonna put him up against anybody. The dude is real talented. I just hope he keeps his head in the right place and really get smart and smart as he go up in the ranks and stuff. And as far as MD, his hatred towards Ward is obvious. He showing his hand. And I mean, it's something like they was doing after the fight. There's a lot of people that gave the fight to Ward also said it was okay if Kovalev won the fight as well. And I see a lot of people that hate the fact that Ward won. They can't give him that credit that Ward just due. Because besides our opinion, they got a lot of people in boxing who agreed that Ward won the fight that was there. And the judges scored the fight for Ward, so something must win. Something must have been right. And like I said, when I watched the fight the first time, I thought Kovalev won the fight by 1 point. I kind of was looking for Ward to come back with something big after knockdown. He never gave it to me, but I was watching the fight under the wrong emotionally and everything. But when I rewatched the fight, I seen how Ward won the fight. But MD need to get out his feelings.
How did he win the fight? How did he win the fight?
How did he win the fight?
Yeah, you said
I
you
called
saw
in.
him.
I called and gave my score. I called in and gave my score yesterday, but I could redo it. I gave Kovalev the first, the second, the third. I gave Ward fourth, fifth. I gave Kovalev the sixth. I gave Ward 7, 8, 9. I gave Kovalev the 10th, and I gave Ward the 11 and 12th. That's how I felt like Ward won the fight.
Nice. Well, all right, Josh.
Well, all right, Josh. Thank you for calling in. Glad you got to get back in on the check-in. I know you dropped off. We're going to go back out to the Magic Skype machine. It looks like we got none other than JD.
JD, what up?
What's going on, man? Yo, I had the same exact scorecard as that last call as Josh did. That's crazy. Because I noticed a lot of people had a bunch of different, scorecards, but me and him had the exact same card. But getting to the Walters Lomachenko, man, I have to go with Walters because the dude has dog. Like, he got that dog in him, and not too many fighters have that. Like, Ward got it, what's that? Terrence Crawford got it. Like, if you hit them, they coming back at you. Like, these dudes will bring the fight to you. So, I don't know. With that being said, man, I got to go with Walters. But I got to say this. Gamboa will dog walk both of them fighters.
So you mean this Saturday, if they were to fight one of them? If he were to fight one of them, he would walk them down, dog walk them this Saturday.
He would beat him easily, just like he beat Sosa. And Lomachenko struggled with Sosa. He beat the hell out of Sosa.
You think he'll beat Nicholas Walters?
Lomachenko struggled with Sosa.
No, yeah, Lomachenko not Sosa.
Salido.
What's the boy name?
Salido.
Yeah, Salido.
Did you watch the Miguel Mariaga fight versus Nicholas Walters?
I did.
Yeah, what you think about Nicholas Walters' performance there, and do you use that?
I think exactly what I said. The dude got the dog in him.
Right. When you said that, I thought about this fight. It's playing right now, and I was like, wow, he's getting hit. But he's attacking back, so it's clear why.
Yeah, and he's attacking with ferocity. You know what I mean? Like, when Walters gets hit, he wants to hit you back hard.
He got that dog. But look, all that being said, they can't fuck with Gamboa. And that's it. That's all I got.
JD, we love you as always, brother. We're going to keep it moving. We got 256 on the check-in. Talk to us.
256.
Hey, what's up? This is Kevin Gibson, first-time caller.
Yes, Kevin Gibson, ladies and gentlemen, making his debut on the Boxing Voice. Tell us how you got it.
Kevin, how long have you been listening?
Couple of years, actually. So, I think a lot of us are like-minded. I figured I'd call in and give my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, man. We're glad you finally decided to grace us with the voice of Kevin.
Absolutely.
We are one with the people.
There it is.
You are one with the people.
What do you have it at? Nicholas Walters?
So here it goes, man. First of all, MD deserves a verbal tongue lashing for this is absurdly obnoxious comments about Nicholas Walters and his ability to effectively body punch and to mount pressure. I mean, Nicholas Walters, that's why he's called the Axeman. He brings that pressure. And if you look at the Nonito Donaire fight, personally, I thought Nonito Donaire came to fight that night. I mean, he was on top of his game. He just ran into a Jamaican tsunami called Nicholas Walters and just got shot down. And I don't see a shorter guy with less reach like Lomachenko having much of a chance against the Nicholas Walters. So I got to go with Nicholas Walters. Regarding the Ward, Kovalev, Stevenson trio, you got to strike when the iron is hot. I mean, this fight gave us everything, just all wrapped up in one nice package last Saturday. And we as boxing fans, we're so conditioned to wanting for us to being okay with just letting another fight come in between and letting a hot fight stew a little bit longer. No, this fight deserves a rematch immediately. If Ward beats Adonis Stevenson, he's got all the marbles, So then you got essentially you have Kovalev coming in there as
with less leverage and less height behind him. You know, so it's just you got to strike while the iron is hot. Let's get this fight going right away. That's my call.
Well, all right, Kevin. Thank you for calling in, and obviously, you know, losing that virginity on these calls, we truly appreciate it, man. We hope you continue to listen in, continue to be a caller more regularly. If you're watching this on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, hit that thumbs up button and share the show. It's going to help get guys like Kevin in here. You see, after 3 years, you guys finally made him call in to give his own take. 559, this is Alex Lemon in the chat.
Lemon in the chat.
What's going on, TBV?
What's going on?
What up?
Hey, what's happening? Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
And I want to put me down. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, put me down for Loma. Put me down for Lomachenko, man.
Boo.
I think the speed is going to be too much for Walters. Walters is a beast, but I just think the speed is going to get him. And then the Ward fight, I watched it. I was going for Ward, and then I had Ward winning by a point at the end of it all. Right. So I was all hyped up and everything. Then the next day, though, I watched it again, and I watched it with no sound. And I kept scored, and I had it a draw that time.
Did you change your cable? You had an HDMI cable, or you were using the RCA?
Coax.
Coax. Which one? You were using coax?
Coax. What are you talking about? I was using DirecTV.
You saw the fight different. You saw the fight different. You changed the cable? Nah, but that's respectable. That's like I keep saying, man, it's an arguable fight. You know, if Kovalev would have won 113, 114, 113, you know, people probably would have been like, wow, I had it a draw, or I had it one up on Andre Ward. So, you know, just happened to be a sad, unfortunate loss for Kovalev and his fans.
Hey, that shit was a great fight, though. Either way, it was a great fight. Boxing fans should be happy, man. That shit was technical. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And for anybody to hate that fight,
sometimes in an arena you don't really get to and enjoy a fight as you see it on TV. I had the exact excitement watching this fight live with Andre Ward haters behind me, like anti-Ward guys right behind me. He's holding. He should get points taken away. Look, he's running. Look, he's running. Oh, he got caught. He got punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was just scoring in my head, and I just had a great time, man. I saw it.
But you saw Cove doing headlocks too.
Yeah, Cove was holding.
They were
arms.
both grabbing.
He was both grabbing. There was one time he did a full Nelson. You know what I'm saying? He put Ward in the full Nelson.
He was doing headlocks. He was doing those old school headlocks.
Yeah, man. So you can't argue the holding. So I mean that is also
no doubt. Great fight.
Yep.
He should do it again.
Hopefully.
He should do it again. Him against Cove again.
I think it's gonna happen again.
And I think Ward will win by a bigger margin.
Possible.
And
or get KO'd because it was that fast, that close of a fight.
And no crow for me.
No crow.
And no crow for me because I did pick Ward by. I picked Ward by decision.
What about
so
this
no
Sunday?
Crow for me then, and no crow for me on Sunday. Man, no, hell no.
You got Lomo.
I'm telling you, man, Lomachenko by decision.
You got Lomo, doggy. You're going to be getting something. I'll tell you that. Listen, Alex, we're going to get to some other calls. We got to get to our Boomerang Brusci. What up? Gypsy King in the building.
Brusci. What's up, Brusci?
What's up, casual? How you guys doing, man?
Good, man.
We're good, man. What hotel you locked up in, man? You got bad service today. Get by the window.
Oh, my fault. Can you hear me better now?
I hear you clear.
Yeah, you good.
Well, what you, a hotel hopper?
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I work out of town, so I'm always in a hotel.
Oh, I see. All right.
But, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take Lomachenko in this fight.
Ooh.
If it was 2014, I'd probably have to roll Walters. But just the inactivity, man, like not fighting since, December last year, that hurts. And he really hasn't looked that good since the Donaire fight. Like that Mariaga fight, I didn't think he looked really
all that good. And Lomachenko, to me, man, like that last fight with Rocky Martinez or whatever, that footwork that he had and shit, man, he just looked. I mean, he looked unbelievable. So that's why I'm gonna have to go ahead and roll with Lomachenko.
Dan, so you went with Lomo?
And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Lomachenko on this one, man. And for Ward, I'm hearing all kinds of shit, man. They're saying that the IBF is gonna mandate him to fight harder, better beef. And then I heard that the WBA is going to make him fight cleverly. I don't know if all that's going to happen after the Kovalev rematch.
That would be some funny ass politics if that happens.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what they're saying. I guess IBF just put that out today.
You know, and you know how IBF is, man. They're serious about their mandos.
Yeah, yes they are. Just like with Kell Brook and Earl Spence, but I think Ward will fight whoever he has to fight, unlike Kell Brook. Kell Brook will be a welterweight until he has to fight Earl Spence. Then he will move up. You can go ahead and I'll make that bet with anybody. But, yeah, I don't know. If someone else pops off with some shit, I guess I'll just call back with my boomerang status.
That's right.
Definitely, brother. Thank you for calling in as always, Bruce. Let's see. We got 786 on a check-in.
786 on a check-in.
Yo, what's up, Ness?
What up?
Hurricane Ray.
Hurricane, what up?
Hurricane, we got it 9. We got a 12-9 Walters on the check-in. So what do you have? You gonna break it, make it 10?
Yo, I got well, let me see, man, because I really like Walters, man, but I have to go with high tech on this one, man. He's got too much high volume punches, and I honestly think the only way Walters wins this fight is if he's able to make it a dirty fight, man, and rough him up. I don't see him keeping up with Lomachenko if he tries to stay on the outside, man. Another thing, Ness, yo, check this out, Ness, man. I know it's a different type of call tonight, man. And I just want to bring it up because me and you go at it. Man, what's up with Lala? He ain't calling out Triple G. He mums the word on him. He ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying he didn't want to fight him. He ain't saying nothing. He just out there being quiet. What's up, man? You always saying that Lala's ready to fight, and now he got
Laura's called out.
Nothing.
Laura's called out Triple G.
He ain't calling him out now.
Yeah,
he ain't calling him out now.
Why would he call him out now? Did Triple G put out some sort of message that he's willing to fight Laura all of a sudden, or you just want Laura to be calling him out for the rest of his life?
I mean, yeah, why not? Go ahead and call him out. What's the problem?
For what? Because they ducking him. They ducking him. They don't want the fight. They're not offering. They're not sending no offers.
Yo, Ness, that's funny, man. Why? I mean, he's quiet though. You cannot. You know.
Yo, fans, let me ask you something. Hold on, Hurricane. Hold on. Can any junior middleweight call out Canelo and get a fight?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why Triple G hasn't gotten his shot? He's been calling out Canelo for a long time.
Who hasn't gotten his shot?
Triple G.
Because it's a dangerous fight for him, man.
All right. So the point I'm trying to make is that the A side dictates who he fights. That's the only point I'm trying to make. The A side dictates who he fights. So that being said, Laura could turn blue in the face calling out Triple G until Triple G said, yeah, I'm going to fight him. It ain't going to work. And Laura's already done that. For him to just keep saying Triple G's name, it makes him look as stupid as Triple G looks every time he keeps calling out Canelo's name.
But the thing is, man, is that everybody ducking Triple G right now. So
except Laura.
If it makes sense to me. Well, I ain't hear him say nothing yet.
I mean, you don't got internet then.
Triple G ain't got nobody to fight right now, my brother.
He got Laura.
I mean, what do you not understand? Laura ain't saying nothing right now. Like you
Triple G ain't sent no offer. Triple G ain't sent no offer. Laura said it more than once that he wants it. But listen, that's another show for another night. We got to go. We got to go. Hurricane.
Yeah, you know what? Let's
We
keep
love
it,
you, though,
let's keep it
baby.
going.
We really
Thank you, man.
do.
Thank you.
416, you're up on a check-in. Who you going with?
Cut it.
Casual Manly.
416, what's up?
What up? What up?
Yeah, Enrique and MD. What's up, boys? It's Savage.
Savage. What up?
We went from Hurricane to Savage.
The Savage Hurricane.
Shouts to Enrique. Shouts to Enrique for getting the score right, though, live there at the event.
Yeah,
Somehow
shout
got
out.
the judges same score. I had Cole winning. I just don't think, and I think it's the back end, the last 6 rounds. I don't think he took the 6 straight, like a lot of people had, like the judges had, you know.
Right. Well, what about?
But I got Lomachenko though coming up against Walters for sure.
Okay.
He's gonna get that side movement if he gets him up against the ropes. He's gonna do that side step movement and just give him that work. It's gonna be a good fight though still. And the Cove Ward was a great fight too. It's just I still think Cove got that.
I think Cove got the win.
Yeah, brother.
You watched it twice.
Watched it twice. Watched it with you guys last night. Watched it right after. Many times.
Oh, I get it. So you got one eye and an eye patch. You're a pirate. His name's Captain Black.
Captain Black Savage.
Yo, what was Captain Jack Black the name from Caribbeans?
One Eye Willie. From the Goonies.
Yo, they calling you One Eye Willie because you couldn't see the fight right.
Nah, that's cool, man. That's a fair pick.
It was a close fight, man. It was a close fight, definitely. Look.
The best I had for Ward, the best I had for Ward when watching it was a draw, though. I had him at a draw.
That's fair. That's fair because even a draw with the knockdown, you know what I mean? Like I could see that being difficult for certain people depending on the style of fight that you score for. But listen, 416, what is it? Not Hurricane. Who's this? This is Savage. Savage, thank you for calling in. We're going to keep it moving. This is a early Thanksgiving show for everybody. We will be with the family mañanas. So we wanted to give you what you need, your dosage. 7777773. It might be Santiago. Santana.
No, what's up, fellas? It's Tone. It's Tone from Chicago.
Tone from the Shy. What's up?
Tone from the Shy.
First of all, I gotta say happy Thanksgiving to you guys, and thanks for the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, man.
I called in yesterday, man. I was trying to get my opinion on Ward and Kovalev yesterday, but I dropped off, and then I had myself on mute and just all sorts of issues, man.
So what happened with that?
But I do want to say I did have. I just want to say, I had Kovalev winning, man. I had Kovalev 114, 113. It was a real close fight. As a boxing fan, man, all I can ask for is a good competitive fight, especially when I'm paying, $70 for a pay-per-view. And we got that, man. I got that at least. And I love the fight. Right. Too often, more than not, I saw Mayweather and Pacquiao dominate their opponents on pay-per-view fights. So to see a good competitive matchup, that's all I could ask for, man, and I got that. So I'm just hoping they do an immediate rematch, and hopefully it happens, in the next few months, and I'll definitely buy that fight again.
Right.
Moving on to
Lomo.
Go ahead.
Lomo Walters. I was gonna say that this is a close one right now. We have it 12-11, where Walters is up by one caller.
Moving on to that fight, man. I'm going with Walters.
Woo!
I got Walters winning a real close decision, man. I think he's going to hurt Lomo at some point in that fight. He's going to attack that body. He's going to follow Salido's game plan. The only difference here is that Walters got way more power than Salido does. So I think he's definitely going to hurt Lomo to the body. And he's going to win a close one, man. But either way, I'm just hoping for another good competitive fight. It's another one in Vegas, so it should be good. And we'll see what happens, That's why we watch these fights.
All right, Tom. Well, thank you for calling in.
I do got to say, I got to take some crow for that one, man, for Kovalev losing. But that's it.
We got some pterodactyl right here.
That was good enough, man. That's good enough. I'll take that.
So, man, have a blessed holiday. Enjoy your time off with your family. Eat a lot of turkey. Make sure that you shake up the scale. You know, you give it a good shake before you step on it. It'll set it back about 10 pounds. You won't feel guilty with all the pumpkin pie, turkey, cranberry filling, all that good stuff. Listen, we're going to go out to the Skype machine, actually. We got somebody here by the name of Hems, whatever you pronounce that.
What's up, Hems?
Mr. Hems.
Yo.
Yeah, how do you pronounce your name?
Hims. Just Hims, bro. All good.
Hims. Where you calling in from, Hims?
From New Zealand, bro.
New Zealand. Oh, shit. We got our second New Zealand caller. Whoop, whoop. How long you been listening?
What?
About 2.5 years. 2.5 years, bro.
Damn. So you are an alumni at this point, man. So, Hems, man, thank you for calling in. And obviously, you know, getting this first-time caller thing out of the way. But definitely when we got the sound bites back, we're going to give you that first-time caller intro. In the meantime, who are you picking in this 50-50 fight, Lomo or Walters?
Oh, can I do the Ward Kovalev? I had Kovalev winning that fight,
brother.
bro.
Show is yours.
Yeah, I had Kovalev winning that fight, 14-13.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people had it that way.
Yeah, and I had I got my scorecard. Kovalev winning 1 through to 4.
Right.
Ward winning 5. Kovalev winning 6. Ward winning 7, 8, 9. Kovalev winning 10.
Mm-hmm.
Ward winning 11 and 12.
Right. You had my exact scorecard the second time watching the fight.
Last night.
I gave
so
him
you
the
gave
10th
it to
round.
Kovalev by 1.
10th round I gave him.
See, it's a tight fight, man. That's not a bad scorecard, man. Could have went either way.
Hims, what about this 50-50 fight this Saturday, Walters Lomachenko?
Right now? I got Loma winning it, bro. Loma's my favorite fighter, so I got him as number 1.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got him winning. I think he's just going to outbox Walters, but Walters is probably going to, if he gets on the inside, give him a bit of body work, but I reckon, Loma's just going to outbox him.
Great call, man.
That is a great call. Listen, definitely call back. Saturday, we're going to be doing an immediate reaction show. It will be late for you. Well, actually, what time is it in New Zealand?
Is it 12 hours ahead?
5 in the afternoon on Thursday afternoon.
5 in the afternoon.
The next day, 12 hours. Oh, no, shit. More than that. 5 in the afternoon. You're like.
That's a lot. So what that means is if the show is, I don't know,
it's like
12
21 hours behind you.
So if the show's at like midnight after the fight on Saturday, I don't know, what time would that be for you? All right. So no, actually, the way we do the math is 1 hour from now, we will be live on Saturday, or 2 hours from now, which would be 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock the next day for you, Saturday. So Sunday at 6 o'clock. Check us out, buddy. In the future, you're exactly who Blackface talks about.
I was gonna ring up to like the Earl Spence Carl Brook fight, because Earl Spence is like one of my favorite fighters as well. He's like in one of my top 5, but like he like people say, he's a bit of a hype job. Hasn't been proven yet, but Earl Spence is like one of my favorite fighters. I've been watching him and Anthony Joshua since 2012, since the Olympics. So yeah.
Yeah, man, we're excited about Errol Spence around these parts too. We can't wait for that Kell Brook fight to finally come into fruition. If it does, if it doesn't, he's going to be fighting a vacant title, maybe with Jeff Horn. But listen, Hems, thank you for calling in. We owe you a first-time caller intro. Don't you forget it. I just accepted your request, Vitali. So give us a call if you want to call us in internationally on Skype. Remember to add your best friend, Nestor Gibbs. Let me get to 513. 513.
You fell asleep out there?
He sure did. He made our job easy. We got to go. I'm hungry. 818, it looks like AB on a check-in. Mr. Faker was in Las Vegas, didn't hang with us. Man, I feel bad. AB, that was sad. That was sad you didn't hang with us.
What's up, dude?
Hey, man, you know what? I feel sad I couldn't meet you, though, dude.
Damn.
Not as upset as I, man. But how do you call that fight? I know you were happy in there. Why?
But you know why I couldn't though? No joke though. I had 8 girls around me, dude. It was me and 3 guys, and we had 8 girls around us. So I couldn't meet you at 6:30.
We could have used 8 girls at the party. We could have used 8 girls at the party easily.
And you could have saved yourself some money.
Yeah, but dude, they don't want to go to no boxing event.
There were women there.
There was women with drinks there. What are you talking about?
Deontay Wilder was there.
What are you talking
and
about?
Peter Quillen was there.
What are you talking? You'd have got them girls drunk for free.
Yeah, but they don't care.
And it was a mansion. We had pool table. We had ping pong.
They could have jumped in the pool naked.
They could have jumped in the pool naked.
Bucket naked.
Heated pool.
What? We had the fire pit.
Really? We had taco truck.
We had the barbecue going.
We had freaking
right,
pool table.
That's my fuck up.
Don't forget the ping pong table. Nah, go ahead, AB.
We had 3 bathrooms.
Just on the first floor.
Yeah, I was a couple feet away. I was a couple feet away from the ring. And I thought Kovalev clearly won the fight. I had him winning 7 rounds, plus the knockdown. So the way that I looked at the fight was Ward, when he landed a clean shot, the crowd went wild. But when Kovalev landed 1, 2, 3 on his face and was jabbing him the whole night, people just ignored that. Kovalev was jabbing Ward's face up the whole night. He was landing it on Ward's face. Nobody even cared. Nobody said anything. And when Ward clinched, it was ineffective aggression. And people are saying Kovalev had the headlock. The only reason Kovalev had the headlock was because Ward clinched. Ward clinched excessively. If it was a fair referee, he would have taken a point away. But, we know that's not going to happen. But Ward was clinching excessively. It was ineffective aggression. He was clinching Kovalev. He wasn't doing anything. There was nothing coming up the clinch. It's just, I'm telling you, man, it's people are going to say I'm biased, blah, blah, blah. 73% of boxing writers had Kovalev winning. Stephen A. Smith had Kovalev winning. Roy Jones Jr. had Kovalev winning. Majority, of fans, boxers, and writers had Kovalev winning the fight. Ward didn't do enough. He wasn't doing enough. And I don't understand how you can give 7 through 12 all to Ward. That's ridiculous.
Who gave him
I'm
that?
telling you, dude. I was there. It was a pro-Ward crowd. When Kovalev was landing his shots, it just kind of, when Ward landed one shot, everybody went wild, So it is what it is. But Kovalev should have known that if it's a close fight, they're not going to give him the decision.
He should have knocked him out. He should have knocked Ward out.
Yo, that's disrespectful to odds. 700. He's a plus 700 right now.
Who's that?
Walters. Yo, dudes is crazy, man.
I got Lomachenko winning the fight easily. I think it's going to be an easy fight for him.
Okay.
All right, AB. Thanks for calling in.
You lucky with those 8 girls, any of them.
Yeah. Hope you ain't get an STD. Yo, make sure you still got your wallet in your pocket. 609, you're up.
That's messed up. That's messed up, yo. Y'all crazy. Yo, what's going on? Yo, I usually pick the technician, but I'm going with Walters with this one.
Who is this?
And that Ward fight. It's 609 Fish.
Oh,
Fish, what up?
Fish. All
right. What up? Yo, I caught y'all out there. That thing was hot. Y'all look like y'all had a good time, man. But yeah. What was that? Loma. I usually go with the technician, but I'm going with Walters. And my guy did win, so I did root for Ward. The heavyweight division. What's going on with the heavyweight division? I just saw that. What you got? What you got on that?
Well, Lucas Brown tested positive again, and now the fight with him and Shannon Briggs is up in the air. Also, Luis Ortiz has an opponent for December 10th. He's going to be taking on David Allen in the UK, whoever the hell that is.
Okay.
Damn.
Right. And real quick before I forget, now, Devil's Advocate, that game you like to play, Ness. What if now that Andre Ward's HBO deal's up, what if he take those belts over to Showtime?
He could, because I heard
Showtime for his immediate rematch.
I heard that this was Andre Ward's last fight with Rock, so he might. But
Yeah,
the thing is this though.
Not with Rock. No, not with. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is this though.
Not with Rock. HBO.
Yeah, but HBO, they're gonna make him a good offer.
I mean, but what if Showtime make him a better offer?
It would be Mayweather all over again.
I would love it. I would love it because from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong. When Adonis was trying to make that fight in that whole purse bid situation, Duva she dropped out of that purse bid because she didn't want to take Kovalev off of HBO to go to PBC or Showtime. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see that. I mean, I could possibly see that. And then if he wants his immediate rematch, it may be on Showtime. And it's not, I don't think it's going to be like a dual pay-per-view because Kovalev's not that, he don't have that Manny Pacquiao weight to where the HBO will probably say, all right, well, go ahead. I'll see you when you come back, if you come back. So I'm just hoping that the politics works out in SOG's favor. Espinoza, if you can hear me out there, sign Andre Ward, give him a fat deal. He's an Olympian, undefeated, just beat Kovalev. He's hot. Sign him. What else you got on the radar, Ness?
Actually, we got to let you go. You got your minutes, brother. We are on drive-by at this point. It is 11:16. We rocking out with y'all. We're trying to give y'all a little bit of, Thanksgiving love, but we do have to get with the family. We're going to go to our anonymous caller. Actually, we got to go back up to 513. He says we missed him. 513, where are you? 5-1, there he goes. 513.
Ness, you hear me?
Drive by.
Ness.
Drive by.
Ness.
Yo.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Stupid, man.
Who's this?
Hey, yo, man. Elohim.
Oh, Elohim Jeans. What up?
Building, man.
Elohim Jeans.
What's the word, huh?
What's good?
Chilling, man.
What up, Casual? What up, Monster?
What up?
Yo, I seen y'all had a great time up there in Vegas, man. Yo, I hope y'all make a joint for Garcia versus Thurman because I'm in there, bro.
That's what we like
I'm
to
in
hear.
there.
That's what we like to
Yo,
hear.
the page going to be on the website pretty soon for RSVP because we're going to be doing RSVP. We want to make sure that we get enough people with us interested in this one. So give us a couple days. We'll have it up, and then we're going to start putting together things, man. We want to start early. We want to get bigger sponsors. We want to get bigger gift bags away, and we want to get bigger heavyweights in there.
I don't think there's any bigger heavyweights.
Yo, I'm in there.
Pop squad.
But Dig, I wanted to get my scores, man. I had it 115, 112 Ward, man. I had Ward winning like every round after the fourth, man. I mean, he was just, you got to think he was the guy moving up, and he was being more aggressive, especially on the inside. And that was, Kovalev in there giving him the full Nelson, you know what I'm saying, in the half DDT, you know what I mean? So, for the little man to come and bully you like that, you got to give it to the little man. And he just bossed up after that knockdown, he bossed up, he neutralized Cove to where he couldn't get that right hand off again. And he handled his business. He showed he a real champ. And I think what he need to do is go ahead and give him the rematch because they're going to give him more money. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and knock that thing out. Get the hold your straps. Fight Stevenson. You know what I mean? If you lose, get a rematch and then retire. You know what I mean? You would go down as one of the greatest, that's for sure. If he beats both of them, you know what I mean? Just own that division.
Right.
Get it.
Yes.
But
Low.
you know what I mean?
Let's jump into Lomo because
Lomo.
Lomo Water.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna give it to Lomachenko on a split decision, man. I think politics is gonna play a part in this fight, as it did with Walter's last fight against the young bull Sosa. You know what I mean? I think Walters is gonna bring a great fight, but I think politics is just gonna win this out on HBO, especially. So I'm gonna give it to him, man. But I really think Walter's gonna do enough to win. He might get robbed. You know what I mean?
Elohim Jeans.
All right, Elohim Jeans, man. Thank you for calling in, brother. Wait, I think he has something else. You have something else?
Elohim.
No. I just wanted to say, man, good looking out on the Friendship Day, man. You know what I mean? Y'all have a great Turkey Day, man. Y'all relax, enjoy your family, man. God bless.
Thanks, for sure, man. Thank everyone that wished us, a happy Thanksgiving. We just want to make sure you have your show. Come tomorrow when you're cutting that turkey, you sitting around the table with everybody, all the family, all the relatives came in from different parts of the world. Play that boxing voice. Let them know this is what you do on a regular. We're going to go to an anonymous caller here. Anonymous, Mr. Block My Number. I don't want you to know who it is.
What's up, B? I was messing around with some settings on Sprint, and I can't seem to change it back. But this Kai from Grand Rapids, Michigan, on the Ward and Kovalev, I feel like Kovalev won. Ward in the middle rounds, you can't win the fight with just a jab to the body. And Cove was putting shots together. I just feel like Cove edged it, but I still have yet to sit down and watch it again. So I take a look at it for the second time. And on the Walters and Lomachenko fight, I feel like Lomachenko is something special. I mean, Walters is a good fighter, but I just don't think he got enough tools in the arsenal to beat Lomachenko. People banking on his power too much.
Yeah, I'm one of those. So you just
Go
broke
ahead.
the tie. I said I'm one of those banking on Walter's length and power.
And the way that he digs to the body. Boom! Look at that shit right there. Jason Sosa wanted to go down right there, but he's a tough SOB.
Yeah, man. Listen, you broke the tie.
Oh yeah.
It's a close fight, man. People picking both sides of it, and you just won up Walters with picking Lomo. So go ahead, finish up.
This is, I like this about it though, because I like fights to where Floyd being from the hometown, I support him and all, but I don't like just sitting back watching fights one-sided. This fight was down the middle. The Kovalev and Ward fight was down the middle. The Thurman and Porter fight was down the middle, and the Thurman and Danny fight, I feel like is going to be down the middle. These are the type of fights I like to see. So boxing is going in the right direction since Floyd retired. I feel like, ain't no too much cherry picking going on, because not a lot of these guys got a big name like that to be sitting back cherry picking.
Listen, we're gonna have a
It's
party.
looking good.
We're gonna have a party in Vegas March 3rd, and you gotta remember that's a PBC card, and I think there's gonna be a lot of fighters this time in that party. But I have your pick. You pick Lomo. Get ready. Get ready for that.
I got Lomo.
Get ready for that Sunday call.
Hey, I'm gonna call to rub it in.
All right, let's find out.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in, man. We want to obviously thank you. We want you to enjoy your holiday. Our last caller of the night, 906. Talk to us.
Talk to me, man.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? 906.
It's Shiloh from Upper Michigan.
Shiloh?
Yep, Shiloh from Upper Michigan calling again. What's up, Nash?
What's up, brother?
What's up? What's up, Casual?
What's up?
Casual is becoming more of
the favorites, right? One of the favorites.
Man. I like what he's doing.
I know. He's one of the favorites, man.
Shiloh, what's up?
Hell yeah, man. Dropping names, man. I like that. I've been educating, learning stuff from the Casual lately.
Oh shit, thanks. I'm learning from you.
Yeah,
guys.
man. Yeah, dude, you're one of the likable guys. Both of you guys. This shows shit.
All right. So
the Ward fight, that was an amazing fight, man. First of all, we got two guys in their prime, 2 pound-for-pound kings, and I thought the winner of that should have been crowned #1 pound for pound. So in my eyes, Ward is #1 right now, pound for pound. It should be. He moved up and he took on Kovalev.
I agree.
And now he's one belt. He's one belt away from being undisputed if he takes on the Adonis, right?
Yeah.
If you take the WBC, then make him undisputed.
So that's our question. Would you rather see him take Adonis on first, or should he give an automatic rematch to Kovalev, immediate rematch?
Didn't Cassie sneak in a rematch clause at the end there real quick? Does he have to take the rematch, or is it up to him? I'm pretty sure Kovalev's promoter snuck that rematch clause in at the end there.
Yeah,
if I was Ward,
There is said to be a rematch clause, but the problem with that rematch clause is that Ward allegedly his contract with HBO is up. So that rematch clause means shit if Kovalev is still contractually obligated to HBO and cannot go to whatever new network Ward goes to if he gets that offer. But listen, 906 Shiloh, we want to give you obviously a big thank you. Wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Make sure you get a lot of turkey. We need your pick really quick because we gotta go.
Yo.
Oh, I'm picking Lomachenko because of his distance and his footwork, and also because of Walter's layoff. I think that's going to be huge. That layoff is going to be big time, man. And Lomachenko's been so active. That footwork and that distance, he's not going to let Axel chop him down. He's not going to let him do it.
Damn, you broke
and
the tie.
I think that weight that Loma's in, he looks good, man. I mean, I know it was just Rocky Martinez, but dude, he looks like he's gliding out there on that canvas.
Yeah, but it was
He's
Rocky
gliding,
Martinez,
dude.
buddy. It was Rocky Martinez. Anybody could glide on with Rocky Martinez. You know what point he did bring up that no other caller talked about? Walters has been out of the ring. He's going almost on a year,
he's
yo.
about the third person to mention that.
Oh, yeah? That shit went over my head.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
I didn't
Yo, I said last caller on 906, and look at all these weirdos jumped on. I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't got time for it, man. It's almost midnight again.
Give him 10 seconds.
10 seconds. We're going to put the clock on. Casual likes you guys, but everybody's a weirdo that calls in this late thinking they're going to get some airtime. That's how I'm looking at it. So, 801, you're up.
10 seconds. Make your pick.
Spit your game.
Yo.
Talk your shit. Only got 10 seconds.
I've been on for an hour.
You've been on for an hour, but you didn't press
Walter
one.
Green.
You didn't press one, 801. Let's be honest.
I did. I pressed one twice now. I promise, man.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You pressed one.
Make a pick.
First time caller. Oh, so you good. You should have you should have led with that. Hold on. You should have led with that. Now you get time. So where you calling in from?
That's like the draw 4 in Uno, man.
Yeah, man. That's like an ace of spades in spades. So where you calling from? Houston?
What's your name?
No, Utah, Salt Lake City.
Oh, Salt Lake City, Utah. All right. So how long you been listening to us?
I've been listening for about a month now, man. I've been getting through my home repo.
Okay. Only 1 month. That's good. We glad we could convert you. So, obviously, we normally give a traditional first-time caller intro. We're doing a new little format, so we don't have our sound bites with us. That being said, Lomachenko, Walters, who you got?
I think Lomo's going to get him just because he got too much ring rust. Hasn't fought since December. And I think Kovalev won. It was a total home victory for Ward. If that fight was in Russia, it would have been easily Kovalev.
True. What was your name?
Gabe.
What? Beeb? Steve?
Gabe.
Gabe.
Gotcha.
Gabe, so you want an immediate rematch with Kovalev, or do you want
Stevenson
to unify?
Yeah, Kovalev deserves that rematch, man. 100. Kovalev rematch. He deserves it. He got robbed, and it was just a home victory for Ward. I believe if it was anywhere else, Kovalev won that match, no doubt.
Well, all
right, brother. We're going to go ahead and take some other callers, man. Thank you for calling in and finally losing that virginity. Listen, we need you to call back on a regular scheduled show. This is a Thanksgiving only show, and we're trying to, give everybody a little bit back. Let me get to Bruce to explain these betting odds, because I'm hearing $50 makes me 400. What exactly does Walters have to do?
Yeah, well, okay. Walters is plus 700, so $50 would be half of 100. So you would get 350 if he just won a fight. But the odds for Walters to win a decision is plus 1,600. So if you bet $50 on that for Walters to win by decision, you would win 800.
Yeah, that's a good pick, man. That sounds like a good bet, because I don't think Walters is gonna knock out Lomo. I don't think Lomos is gonna knock out Walters, and Walters wins it will be by decision. I mean, I know people are banking on his power. I just think his power is going to slow Lomo down. I don't think it's going to knock him out. But, yeah, man, I think that's a $50. See, this is what gambling is about. That's probably a $50 gamble that's worth doing.
Definitely. Yeah, so I guess that we'll just go half on that one, huh?
Hell yeah, right? Why not? I'm throwing 50 on it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, hit that thumbs up button for this Thanksgiving show. Bruce, any final thoughts before we cut up out of here?
No, man, I just want everyone to have a happy Thanksgiving, enjoy the time with the family, and TBV will be back real soon, hopefully with an on-demand show.
That's right. We owe Bruce an on-demand, and we will be back. For those that have not partied with us, video coming soon for the West Coast edition. We're probably going to be doing, not probably, we're definitely doing the Garcia Thurman RSVP page will be up soon. Casual.
Yo.
You see another 3 popped on. I'm ready to go.
Nah, let's call it a cut it.
Yeah, we got to call it a cut it on. All you late guys to press 1 late. It's not how it works around these parts. We do want to thank everyone that tuned in and rocked out with us for this, what is it called? Friendsgiving show?
Friendsgiving.
Because we all friends and we showing you that we giving. That being said, I'm your host, NesGTO. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at NesGTO. And my co-host, the good.
Yes, I'm the other host, Casual Fan. You can find me on Twitter, TBV_Casual Fan, or on my Instagram at Fight Talk.
Yo, my fanatics, I don't know if you know, I got fanatics. Look at one in the chat. He's like, thanks, Casual. Enjoy. You know he talking to me when he talking to you like that, because it's like, oh, I want Ness to see that I don't want to talk to him. I'm only talking to Casual. Thanks, Casual. Enjoy.
Latest, everyone.
Casual.
Pause.
So fruity over there.
Everyone enjoy your day tomorrow. And make sure you thumbs up. Past, present, future.
Yeah. What was that dude from New Zealand? He's going to be watching the show Saturday on Sunday. So definitely hit the thumbs up in the future for all you guys watching it on Sunday, Saturday.
Hi, Anna A.
We'll be back on Saturday night media reaction show. Latest.